the hours a driver may drive in a 24-hour period and logs that are required. A crash case involving a semi-truck is a totally different animal than a simple car crash. We have lawyers who only handle these cases. It's all they do. Rolling the dice with the wrong law firm can be disastrous. Call us on your cell phone at Pound Law, pound 529. It's so easy. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go.
All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning, Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. We're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Well,
And I be catching them northern bike like on the 10-pound test. Smoke cess, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, rooms from drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain.
My boy has been vindicated. Bob Ritchie, a true American hero. It's hard not to mention any news that has to do with Kid Rock when it's the first voice we hear. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. Welcome to Senning Show. Find a way, would you? We'd love to have you. You can get on the line, 800-771-1025. You can hit us up on social media, at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. I got so many things I want to talk about. I don't know where to begin. First, the world of social media has truly ruined April Fool's Day. Like,
Yes.
you can't, I was sharing with you some of my ideas, and I made the mistake of trying to include our bosses in what would happen.
Really ruined that.
And that ruined it because
Probably for the best, though.
Everybody's on high alert.
Yeah.
Everybody, in social media, everybody's got a funny thing to post. Every company, every person, everybody just thinks that they can do April Fool's Day better than everybody else. So as much as I'd like to try and pull something off today, I don't know that it's going to happen. But leave it to Drew Garabo pulling the ultimate April Fool's wacky Wednesday play today by... If you missed it, God bless Ethan and Monica, who there's one of two things that have happened here. Drew Garabo is a true changed man in that he let his softer side come through today.
Okay.
Or he pulled off the best April Fool's Day swerve ever. When Ethan and Monica were and I gotta say, more so Ethan. More so
Yeah,
Ethan.
he had more heat seekers.
Yeah. He brought the heat today to Drew Garabo. Didn't flinch while doing it. And all I could think while listening to it was, Ethan's a dead man.
Yeah.
Like this is like this week ends. By the end of the week, everybody will be talking about how Drew Garabo murdered Ethan.
Yeah.
And then that's not the way that it went down.
No.
If you missed the JP program, I was trying to see. I should have prepared a little better. I was trying to see if I have it here. Stand by.
Because then I feel like I'm wasting my time going back the way
yeah.
Nicole's on the line. His Nicole.
For Fool's Day, however many years ago.
Before, what was the first segment? Wasn't it?
Even though we have
I saw you.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the second segment?
Yeah.
All right, stand by. Because I
think we started with it. I think Ethan said, "You know who needs to die?"
I never thought he was trying to, make it horrible around here for us. It was just the way that the fish smelled. And when you're the one,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're there.
I understand. Like, oh, you know what? I think I smell something weird.
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
How
Stand
could
by.
it not?
anyways. But if there's a song that's like an old song that I can't get my hands on,
It's coming soon.
I'm gonna go pay for
I'm
it.
not buying squat.
And obviously very well documented that Drew Garabo microwaves his fish here in the office. Like that is an undeniable truth. Like that is, he posts about it. He's proud of it. And I will say,
She was leaving and she.
it does make me wonder, and I'm going to continue in a second, if Drew, and it was a joke. What do you mean
it was a joke?
But if Drew heard Ethan's first opening comment.
He gave it to you.
This was before she left, and she's like, I just know how
You
much
remember
you
is
love
it
the band,
coming?
and we had these. We're going to have to kill him.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
All right,
unless you happen to not.
If your winner never hits you back,
So it comes right out.
Yeah.
Hey, can I bitch about something?
Okay, here we go. We got it lined up perfectly.
This was just to pull the curtain back. Usually, well, not even usually. Sometimes before segments, especially since we're covering for JP, we'll go. All right, in this subject,
we're gonna do
we'll cover this. We'll cover this. This was not planned.
Yeah,
none of us knew this was happening.
And Ethan, God love him, sweet man. I mean, I don't know him super well. All of our interactions take place in the break room, and always nice. But I didn't know that he had it in him. He's a guy. It seems like he likes to keep his head down and stay out of the line of fire.
I would say yes, but also Ethan, because I've done the after show with him. That was who was my co-host was for the after show.
Yeah.
When I had my crosshairs on someone, he wouldn't hold back. Too.
Okay.
He would join in on sniping.
So really, all you need to know is that it started like this.
That's what we do here.
Okay. We all love Drew Garabo,
Yes.
but we're going to have to kill him.
What?
Oh, no.
We're not killing him.
Have to kill. Okay, the stank of his fish. And
Is that what it is? Are we sure that's what it is before we go blaming?
Yeah, 100%. And I am all for his fitness journey. I am right there behind you, Drew. You know what? If you want to go to the gym
Behind you, Drew.
and
Watch
pump
out.
each other, let's do this. Like I am there, brother.
Yeah.
But first,
And all you need to know is that this goes on for a while. It goes on for a while. Ethan then questions whether or not his fish is rotten. Says
said,
that it was a bottom of the bay,
Straight from the bottom of the bay.
Garbage fish. I mean, he said that he needs to kill him. I think again, he at some point he says he needs to die.
Yeah.
He then says has dirty fish. All of those things. And I don't even feel the need to play it because all you need to know is that Drew Garabo called up and essentially had a very friendly, playful back and forth with everybody. And I just have to say, what a genius, flip it, reverse it, April Fools to do the opposite of what everybody thought you would do.
Journey, I am right there behind you.
That's us. In that moment, he did the exact opposite thing.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be as soon as that phone rang, I knew who it was. And I saw the 407 just because working with you and so close to Drew. I know now that's the area code for them. Didn't really remember that. And I thought it was, here we go.
Oh, dude, I mean, yeah.
Ethan called for his head and was like, bottom of the bay, this cheap-ass fish. Monica's like, maybe bring a bag, tie it up, take a walk down the hall, you bitch. She didn't say that bitch part. But that's what it felt like. I was like, oh, man, what's about to happen?
Dude, I thought, because I did text him, I said, please tell me you're listening to The Bone. Because I had it on the TV and I was a little bit behind. And before he even texted, I hear, Drew's on the line, and I go, oh my God, it's over. I'm like, because I will say this, and he hasn't done it in a minute, and he's going to join us at 3:00 like he does every day. But Drew is a killer. Like, he doesn't play around with back and forth. He murders people. Like, he says the thing that you think nobody's going to say. And I was just thinking in my head, what is he going to say?
Yeah.
What is he going to say to Ethan? Like, how bad is his response going to be to Ethan? And I was conjuring up the worst responses that he could have had to Ethan. And He didn't give any of those.
Do you think now he's just holding off for either 3 o'clock during the joints when we definitely have to bring this up, or 4 o'clock when it's him and Mo and he gets...
Maybe. My hope was that he was not listening, so we could we could lay it on him at 3 o'clock and then get his real response, because I feel like if we did it that way, we might have gotten it. But kudos to Drew Garabo for pulling off not your traditional April Fools, but still the best I've seen today by doing the exact opposite thing that every single person on earth thought he would do after Ethan and Monica came for you for roughly 15 to 20 minutes before he called in.
Do you think they got a little soft when they heard Drew on the line?
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely.
Like, now we're all kumbaya.
Absolutely. I will say, I think I was impressed that Ethan still did question the quality of his fish.
Yeah,
because when you question the quality of a man's fish, it may seem like not a big deal.
Yeah,
but it's a big deal. Like, what are you saying? You're like, you get your fish from Save-A-Lot? Would you go catch from a ditch in your neighborhood? Like what?
This coin pond fish, bro.
Exactly. So, he did still stand on business a little bit, but I was completely riveted by the whole thing, and I thought Ethan was a dead man. And look at that. He's alive and well.
I can't wait for JB to hear this. So you made fun of Drew's fish, huh? How'd that go?
He's was this scheduled? Is he okay?
No, he's good. He
not that I'm trying to get his business out on.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I'm sure he'll be in tomorrow. Just stuff he had to get situated.
All right, very ominous.
Senning
Show. You're live on the air.
Hey, afternoon.
Afternoon. Hey, good afternoon.
Who in their right mind?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I don't work in an office. I work out in the field by myself because I really don't like people all that much.
What are you doing out there? You working the plow? I thought you said you work out in the fields.
Air conditioning.
Okay, gotcha.
No, just air conditioning, one-on-one type stuff. If I had to be in an office though, and I love Drew Garabo. I really like the guy, but to make fish in an office,
the dirty little secret here, and I don't know that it would matter to him, to be completely honest with you. He's microwaving this fish at about 6 o'clock. There's about 10 people in this building on the best day with the most people. By 6 o'clock, if there's one other person here, that would be amazing. So I don't know that he wouldn't do it in the middle of the day, but just to, I guess, make you feel a little bit better, sir, there's nobody here.
Fish lingers. The smell.
Thank you.
But also, I don't know why I'm arguing his case. He's a big boy, but I would also say that where he heats it up, that's nowhere near like the cubicles. It takes a while. It would take a while to get that smell all the way over there.
Yeah, who is?
If anything, it's hitting you guys.
Yeah, I would say. I was going to say that. You want to know who's the first? You want to know who's the first? Ironically, considering he was on their side. You know who's the closest office? I think the closest functioning office.
Dylan.
Oh yeah. Second closest?
Scotty.
Yeah. The magic, but they're not here either. They've been gone for 10 hours by then.
After they dropped their cookie, you get some of that cookies?
I didn't get any cookies.
Do you want it? Do you want me to go get it?
No. Was it like did they just have cookies and they were like, "Hey," or was this a planned thing? Like
I thought they just dropped it off on the chair. But Monica said that they went into Johnny's show and it was like a peace offering.
It was a gift for the bone.
Yeah,
we're bridging the gap here.
It said like hope you have your days on a high. So I guess it's like a April Fools, get it? There might be weed in it. I think that was the joke.
Okay.
And then they're like, from your friends at Magic. So and they brought it off.
Look at that. Look at us all being friends over here. I love it. I absolutely love and glad that everybody's at peace.
But you got to eat the cookie if you're taking the peace offering.
I'm not eating cookies. I'm not eating cookies right now.
No peace in the Middle East.
There's more peace in my Middle East than yours. I'll tell you that. That's all I can really say. I've chatted with them separately and together.
Yeah.
And everybody's very, very happy that we all work together.
Okay.
But I'm in final crew. I'm back to where I was during the Pat weight loss journey. I'm locked in like that.
Speaking of this, how about, I don't know how you feel about this, if we're already doing it, Sunday till the cruise, we fast.
Oh, Sunday to the cruise.
Yeah, or Monday. We can start Monday.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we fast. Dude, I'm up for that.
Yeah.
So this week, I did a 48-hour. I just ended a 48-hour last night. So, yeah, I'll do the same thing next week plus a day.
Do it.
My only worry is, here's my only concern, is what I found through fasting is how you break your fast kind of matters when it comes to your tummy. So I'm just worried, do we break it like Wednesday night maybe so that we don't have our first meal be on the cruise food or booze and we crap our pants?
Yeah, well, I was going to say my idea would have been like on the way there, I'll probably have a drink on the way. Nothing too crazy because I don't know if we're stopping for bathrooms and stuff. I want to be like, I got to go.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's going to be interesting. Do you know who all's on the ride?
No.
In the van?
You, me,
Corey.
I believe Carmen and Chad.
Oh, really? Oh,
they
that's
were
fun.
last time. I don't know if
fun.
they are this time. And then Ian Beckles.
Okay, and I think Mike Cernak as well.
And Cernak.
Yeah, I think so.
Now it's getting too crowded.
Yeah, no, I think I heard
7 people.
Dude, the number that Corey had written down on his board was like 13 people.
That it could fit.
Yeah. I don't know that that everybody accepted that, but it was like 13 people.
Because I don't want to be shoulder to shoulder, just bumping up like a tough, like we're on a flight all together.
Well, we have seats. I think the initial idea was Corey wanted to put us in the back of a cargo van and just have us flopping around all the way there.
I thought there's 2 bags are going in one.
Yes.
And we're going in the other. Okay, yeah. I believe that's the idea, but also like, no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Well, yeah, I will say it. I'm not like I'm half a person, whereas some other people might be considered more than one person.
What are you getting at? Are you just? I understand what you're saying, but what are you getting at?
I'm not saying next to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get squished. Not that he's fat. He's a white guy. He's an offensive lineman.
Yes, he's a beast of a man. I don't think that's offensive.
Yeah, okay.
To say.
Because if anything, I gotta say, now it's gonna sound like I'm shrilling for him. All the photos of Ian, I'm like, damn, Ian's slimmed up, bro.
He's been cut up.
Yeah.
Fun little homoerotic April Fool's Day question for you. You've got to sit on one person's lap all the way to Cape Canaveral. Who
Carmen's.
is it? No, man.
You didn't say that.
Gun to the head.
You didn't say that.
Gun to the head, you have to pick one man. Well, at this point, per who we know is on there, for a fact, it's all men. So out of the men we know that are going, me, Ian, Cernak, Corey, you've got to sit on somebody's lap all the way there.
Oh, and it has to be someone in that car.
Yeah,
you can't be I can't be like, oh, Pap.
No.
I'll sit on his brittle bones and break him, and then I'll be fine.
I didn't even know he was there.
Yeah. I think for joke purposes, because I'm not going comfort, because none of this is going to be comfort. I'm going to go on yours.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
I'm going to turn every time and be like, man, this is we're bonding.
Dude,
look at us.
I'm gonna be the most comfortable, loving ride, too, because Ian is going to hate it.
Oh,
Ian's going to be uncomfortable. Yeah. He's going to be moaning and groaning in your ear. Like, oh, this son of a bitch.
I'll be talking and be like, don't talk to me, dog.
Dude,
don't talk to me.
I forgot. I gave you a little bit of a shoulder rub on Saturday, if you do remember.
Pretty good.
Imagine that for 3.5 hours all the way to Cape Canaveral.
And then imagine this. I go, oh, my God, there's something in the beer. Let me get that.
Yeah, dude. We're just okay. That was just a setup to hope that you said that. So thank you. Spoiler alert: you have to sit on my lap. That was me. That was me having to break the news. There's not room for everybody. Senning Show. You're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, it's Tony. How you doing?
Hey, Tony. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, I was just calling about the fish in the microwave thing. I got a break room in my job. I work at a dealership. I'm a technician. Every so often, it's usually Spanish or Jamaican people that'll bring their damn fish in break room, heat it up, and it smells like death.
Dude, that's probably just island flavor. That's just island flavor. The white boy, the white boy don't know about that island flavor. You let that jerk seasoning.
I love fish, but it's just common courtesy not to reheat fish in a microwave.
Yeah,
it's only good when you initially heat it and eat it, but do not reheat it.
You can run your office however the way that you want to run it.
You got the official manifest?
Oh, no. Is there? I got
official manifest. Galvin +1, Joe +1, Mike Cernak, Mike Olivero, Ian, you and I, and Corey.
That's going to be a hell of a ride.
Yeah,
it's going to be a hell of a ride over to Cape Canaveral. Corey's been in my ear.
That's going to be a funny trip.
Asking me if I'm going to be working out on the cruise.
He asked me that too.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, and I'm not going to be cursing or drinking or smoking weed. No, I'm going there for fun. I'm going to be doing all that.
I think I might.
You can. I'll just tell you this. If you're trying to get a good pump in, it's not going to work unless you go at a really good hour because that thing is packed.
Well, see, that's my thing is that I'm also one of the things that I'm looking forward to, hopefully, dude, I've brought this up a handful of times, and it really only seems to be during the week. I'm fighting for my life with sleep. Like, I cannot effing sleep, dude. Like, I do not know what is going on, But like last night, I got maybe an hour and a half of sleep, and I just have this vision that those rooms are very dark and hopefully very cold, and that I'm going to be able to sleep in. So sleep in, maybe just hit a little light something. And then what I was really got excited about was I was doing a rundown of the boat last night, sauna and steam room. So I'll if nothing else, I'll at least probably start my day with a little sauna and steam room. Maybe we can make it an event.
Oh the sweating with Senning.
The Senning sauna extravaganza every morning at I'll say 11:30 sounds about right.
The whale tailing sauna experience with Senning.
Whale tails only. We've got a very special guest coming up in just a few moments. Trey from Liquor Depot. This guy is the man. He is one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Tampa Bay. I've got a chance to know him better because of the work that he does with the Mike Allstott Family Foundation. They do the bottle every year that is a special barrel pick of bourbon that all of the proceeds from the bottles go back to the Mike Allstott Family Foundation. So him and I have been kicking around ideas to do something similar to that for a charity and for a venture that's very near and dear to my heart. So we're going to announce that and launch that with Trey here in about 10 minutes. Very, very excited. And I do want to remind you again that next Monday, or this Monday, however you look at it, April 6th, Senning Show live from Ferg's for opening day. The Tampa Bay Rays are back at the Trop, and courtesy of our friends over at Bud Light, we're going to be at Ferg's. I've worked that like in promo back in the day, and I remember just thinking it was such a fun event, and I'm really, really excited. From what I understand, I think they're going to have us on the big stage outside. I'm trying to see if we can get the big rig to swing by.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll be a thing. Did you see he went over to Gershie's?
No.
Yeah. He went into Gershie's yesterday. So I don't know if they were cooking up some ranch details or not. But, I saw he went and saw Carrie yesterday, and hopefully he'll be able to hang out with us for a bit. And it's going to be a hell of a time. Have you heard anything about that? You're going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I thought so.
Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah. Right. Yes. Exactly. Why wouldn't you be? That was what I said. That's what I said. I'm just making sure you didn't hear something. You didn't hear something else that I didn't hear.
No, well, I usually never hear anything from them until last minute.
Well, welcome to the club. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, man, this is Nick. I used to work at a dealership with that guy, and I know exactly what that fish smelled like. And whenever it's...
What guy? Wait, what are you talking... What?
The guy that just called in. I recognize him.
Oh, you know that guy, and you're saying you worked there, and you know the Caribbean fish dish that was microwaved there?
It wasn't just that. It was everywhere. Everybody had fish, and it was disgusting, especially in a hot office.
Look at that. Look at us bringing people together. You love to hear it. So, switching gears quickly. Are you under the impression, and you might not know the answer to this, that we're going to be able to see the moon launch tonight?
Oh, Ethan had mentioned that.
Yeah. I think it's going to be fairly early. I think that it's... I believe that it's going to happen around 6:24, and we're sending the Artemis 2 up to the moon. Which I was reading this. I'm not downplaying what it's doing, but I don't think it's really going to the moon. It's just going and like cruising around.
What do you mean? It's just like
I think it's going to the moon,
like the atmosphere in there.
Yeah, but nobody's going. Like we're
not landing.
Yes,
it's not a moon landing.
Thank you. When you tell me you're going to the moon, like I assume you're going to the moon, but they're just going up by the moon. The crew, NASA's Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, alongside a Canadian Space Agency astronaut. Dude, we got those damn Canadians in there now. Could break the distance record set by the Apollo programs, traveling farther from Earth than any human ever has. That's kind of fun. The launch attempt is the mission's first, comes after delays in February and March. And I think we're going to be able to see something from Tampa. I have no reason why to say this. I think this thing is something other than it seems. I don't know if it's an Armageddon type thing where they're going up to we've got all of these meteors that just happen to be falling all across Earth right when we're going to do this unprecedented, deep space mission. Obviously, the ramping up of talking about UAPs and UFOs and everything has happened a lot over the last couple months. The war going on, just something about this Artemis journey, to me, feels like maybe we don't know everything that's really taking place.
So you think the idea is we're launching something. When we get on the side of the moon no one can see, we're dropping something off. peace offering.
Something.
Some beings.
Yes.
They're like, hey, stop dropping your crap here. You're kind of starting to scare us. And we're circling back.
Or straight up Armageddon style, because maybe the meteor that's going to take us all out is currently passing through that other side of the moon.
Yeah.
And so they're going to go up there, and they've either got some sort of giant space laser or whatever else they could get to stop the meteor from ultimately hitting Earth. I just think there's a little something to it. And on top of that, you heard about Donald Trump's big surprise press conference thing tonight?
Yeah.
So 9:00. So what if they get up there, take the meteor out, and he's like, "Hey boys,
we did it.
It wasn't what you thought it was. We actually just took a meteor out of space that was going to crash to Earth."
You ever seen the movie The Martian with Matt Damon, where he cooks potatoes out of?
No.
So in the movie,
Mars Attacks, yes. Martian, no.
They leave him up there by mistake. They think he's dead, and they come back, and all the way, the people that left him, they're like, "You left him. He's actually alive." And they figure out it's faster for those people to slingshot around and use the gravity's pull of like the planet to throw him back and catch him in time. Whereas maybe that's what we're doing. We're using the gravity to slingshot us to catch up to the asteroid that you're talking about.
Dude, see,
we can't hit it head on. We got to catch it.
This is good. Again, no proof or actual anything that tells us that this is not what's going on, but just something about the timing of it, the hype level, which I understand it's very cool and it's very big, but with all of this stuff falling out of the sky everywhere, the big announcement at 9:00 or whatever the hell the president's going to say at 9:00, it just feels weird, and I think it's okay to say that. I did want to put a call out to somebody, and I never ever do this, and it kind of ties into this. There was a guy who called Johnny B earlier today, and his name was Popeye, and this guy he seemingly said he wanted to talk to Johnny off the air about something that he saw coming out of the sky last night.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be honest, Johnny. I don't know where you are if you're out there. I have to imagine that Johnny B is working at the behest of the government as far as a cover-up is concerned, because Johnny ended up hanging up on this guy. But I've been thinking all morning about what this guy, clearly legitimate by the name of Popeye, wanted to tell the world. So Popeye, if you're out there, your call to the Johnny B after show today has been in my mind, and I've been thinking about it. So if you are out there, Popeye, please call so we can let you spread the truth here, and we won't silence you like Johnny B did.
Yeah.
He also started talking, like Johnny said something. He like jumped down Johnny's throat, told Johnny to shut the hell up. Like he was a wild man. Possible just wasted at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
But he said things were coming out of the sky and he needed to talk to them off the air. And then things went sideways and nobody ever got to hear the truth.
Playing devil's advocate to Johnny here, why did it have to be off air? If it's something that we need to hear, why wouldn't you just say it on?
Well, it was actually funny if I could tell you exactly what happened. He goes, it needs to be off the air. And then JoJo said, okay, we're off the air now. And he started telling. And then Johnny said, I think it's illegal to tell them we're off the air if we're actually on the air. And then it all kind of went sideways from there. So
is it illegal?
I know you have to tell somebody
they're on
then they're on the air, but I don't know if you tell them they're off the air and they are on the air. It does seem like it's fairly closely related, and it might be able to get you in trouble.
Writing it down from O to it.
Yeah. That's actually a good one. Ooh, I should send him a text to give him a heads up on that to see if he can do a little digging about. Because I always wonder, because I want to prank call people and I want to do all sorts of things like that, but you are supposedly supposed to tell people. And I just don't like to do that. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, Trey Lawson. He's the man behind Liquor Depot. We're going to make a really cool announcement about a charitable venture that will allow you to get some of the best booze on planet Earth. And a big chunk of the portions are going to go right to a charity and an organization that is very near and dear to my heart. Do not go anywhere. More Senning Show on the way.
Inseparable, you chose pain over pleasure.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real raw radio.
Life's full of thrills, like the final seconds. Shot clock winding down. And he sinks it. But for the accident attorneys at Farah & Farah, one thrill beats them all.
It's the thrill of the win, when the pressure's high and the work comes through. I'm talking full court focus, no shortcuts, calling a client and saying, "You're squared away. The hard part's behind you." That's the moment. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Hey, it's John Senning. With March basketball heating up, there's no better place to catch the games than Walk On Sports Bistro. We were there a couple weeks ago. It's an unbelievable spot. Whether it's a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner, they've got you covered. You can catch all the college basketball madness at Walk-Ons with great beer specials while you cheer on your favorite teams. And during tournament season, don't miss the Courtside Comeback Challenge, running March 15th through April 6th. Pick up your Courtside Comeback card in restaurant, earn a stamp with each visit, and once you collect 5, you'll be entered at a chance to win a pair of custom Nike shoes. It's the perfect reason to keep on coming back for more hoops, food, and fun. Walk-Ons, where every fan feels like a winner.
The jewelry store with the most likes, the most positive reviews, the most raving fans is International Diamond Center.
IDC is definitely a place that I will come to as long as I live here. This will be my go-to place always.
Literally the best jewelry store in town. You'll make friends for life coming in here. I felt like family from the beginning, and it made a rather daunting task very, very easy.
They really take the time to find out what you want or what you desire in a ring.
You have to come here. There's no other option. The customer service, the time spent to do what I wanted and what her vision was, there's no other place to go.
You know you can go there, and you know that you can trust.
The value was extraordinary.
They genuinely care about their customers. It's not just about the sale. It's about the people.
International Diamond Center, the people's choice for selection, quality, value, and service.
I've got a beautiful diamond on my finger, and I'm very proud of it.
International Diamond Center.
I'm very happy to show it off.
In Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online at shopidc.com.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army. Our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Listen Sunday mornings 10 to 11 for Prosper with Keith Singer. Keith brings you financial planning tips because he wants you to prosper in your retirement. That's Prosper with Keith Singer. Sunday 10 to 11 a.m. on WHPT 102.5 The Bone. Singer Wealth Advisors is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm.
Get ready for Tampa Bay's ultimate adults-only egg hunt. Kegs and Eggs brings craft beer, games, and thousands of prize-filled eggs, including cash. Join the party at the Bay Area Renaissance Festival in Dade City on April 4th. Get tickets at kegsandeggstampa.com.
You hear Dom on the Mike Calta Show every Tuesday morning at 8. And he has his own show every Wednesday night from 8 to 10. It's the Ask the Dom Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Brought to you by Freedom Bail Bonds.
Gold demand is skyrocketing to record highs. As more Americans rush to preserve their savings, will there be enough gold? I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and I believe physical gold is the only way to truly protect your 401k or IRA savings. Gold offers tangible security that can't be tracked, stolen, or inflated. That's why I strongly advocate for gold IRAs. To learn more, text the word SECURE to 989898 now. Birch Gold Group will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust, and their thousands of great reviews prove I'm not alone. So don't wait another second. Protect your retirement savings today and see how easy it is to move your IRA or 401k into physical precious metals. Text SECURE to the number 989898 for your free gold IRA info kit. Again, SECURE to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
Magnolia Pictures presents Normal in theaters April 10th. Normal stars Bob Odenkirk, Henry Winkler, and Lena Headey in a double-barreled shotgun blast of pure mayhem. From the creators of John Wick and Nobody. Action-packed with an explosive twist. See Normal in theaters. Get tickets now.
Being in a crash? Don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farrah and Farrah.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
To Senning Show. I'm John Senning. Dizzy is here somewhere, I promise. Joining us, there he is. Joining us in the studio right now, this guy, not just a stud, not just a tall drink of water, one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Tampa Bay. And if there was a face of spirits and booze, it is this man. Behind Liquor Depot, he is Trey Lawson. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? The kind words are just too nice. Too nice.
Dude,
thank you.
I was thinking, I know that we had you in at one point, I think sometime in the last calendar year, but the Mike Allstott weekend is always where we get to bond a little bit more, and we're coming up on that. And I was thinking about how you and I spent like the whole day together last year with the giant boombox on top of the golf cart. And I had to have brought this up last time that you were here because it was after that. I was almost decapitated. I was riding on the back of the golf cart, like standing up. Was it your? Or we took the boombox from Fran Hosh, actually.
Yep, exactly.
And we're riding on the back of the golf cart, and there's just this big ass tree branch, and I just did not see it. And by the time I look up, it's coming right at my head, and it skimmed the top of my head, flipped my hat off, but knocked me off the back of the golf cart. And it probably was not too far off from being the first decapitation in Mike Allstott golf weekend history.
That whole weekend is so amazing, and obviously we get to spend some time, which is always so fun. But I don't love the golfing.
Oh, no, neither do I. I'm not a golfer.
I'm not a golfer, and so I know that I can go in and hang out with you and be able to just spend some time.
I to peel back the curtain completely. So last year I was like the MC. I was honored to be asked. Charlie Belcher normally does it. He was out of town, so I was asked, and because of that, I didn't golf. I got to come a little bit later. I got to ride on the back of the golf cart with Trey all day and play music and party. And so I asked Rich. I said, I didn't come right out and say, like, can I essentially do what I did last year without hosting because Charlie Belcher's back? But I said, do you need an assistant? Do you need somebody to just ride around? And he said, you'll be golfing. So I will be in some sort of foursome, and we'll be blessed to do so.
Yeah.
Trey with Liquor Depot, always, I have to say, we have Mo DeWitt. He's just called Mo. He's an attorney. We have him on once a week, and I'm always kind of just glazing him for how great their social media work is. You are on that same level where you could very easily just be a place with 6 different locations and be successful at what you do, but you're now like a content creator, like the Behind the Bottle series and the other stuff that you do. You've taken it to a whole other level, so congratulations.
Thank you. It's really important. I think the whole marketing aspect for me is really fun. I come from the marketing background from school, and then I was doing it a little bit when I was doing real estate, and I just really got into it. I love being able to do fun, unique things. And everybody knows a liquor store. They love going to a liquor store, but to make it a little more unique and have them kind of put a person behind it is what makes it really exciting for me. And
it is. It's great, and I love watching your stuff. I wanted to ask you this, and Diz, I want you to guess because I don't know the answer. And we're going to talk about talk about bourbon here in a second in a barrel pick that's going to go to a great cause. But you are the king of liquor in Tampa Bay. I don't know that I don't even know that that's debatable at this point.
Thank you. That's a big thing to say. But thank you.
I don't know who number 2 would be. But so when you sit down to have a cocktail, and for the sake of this, if not bourbon, not a whiskey drink or bourbon, Diz, what would you say, Trey, just by looking at him and knowing what you know about him, if he's going to have a cocktail, number one draft pick, what would it, I don't know the answer, by the way. Number one draft pick, what would it be?
That's a good question. Whiskey sour.
No whiskey.
That's a great one, though,
Okay.
because that would be in my whiskey realm, just so you know.
Dry martini.
Ooh. Nope. You want to try again?
Go ahead, John.
I'm going to say, and I'm kind of going off of conversations that we've had because I believe, so I may have a little more information. I'm going to say something tequila. Something tequila, either, a simple marg or even a nice tequila on the rocks would maybe be your second go-to.
Yeah, without a doubt. You hit the nail on the head. Margaritas for me are one of my favorite things ever. And so it was funny because my wife and I actually bounced around Tampa and we're like, where is the best margarita?
Oh, I would love to hear your insight on this because I'm going to
tell you.
The struggle is real because
I think I've dialed it in.
Oh, please
to be
do
honest.
tell.
Salt Shack.
Okay.
They do their own Patron single barrel selects.
Okay.
So they go to Mexico. They were actually on my last trip here
Really?
when I went to Mexico last year. And they select their own Patron Reposado single barrel that they use in their margaritas.
Wow.
So first of all, great tequila. Patron gets a lot of flack for being like this just green box college margarita, but it's a super clean 3-ingredient tequila that I think a lot of people don't know.
It is weird how that happened because Patron and Diz, I think it's probably the same for you. Like coming up, Patron was it. Patron was the premium tequila. There was no debate without much information at the time. And now so many other tequilas have entered the game. Casamigos comes to mind immediately. I think I read an article this morning, I think, that said that they're at the top of the heap for tequila sales across the nation. But Patron, they didn't change anything. Just more people got involved and they probably don't get as much run as they once did.
Goes to the marketing thing, right? I think a lot of it was in a lot of rap music and then it was in a lot of music videos and then Bacardi bought the brand. And so that just gave it extreme exposure. But then, going up there actually to Mexico and looking at their distillery and seeing how everything is made, it's insane. I mean, it really is been the same way for a long, long time. And it gives you some thought behind Patron. You're like, wow, this is actually more than just this green box on the shelf.
You've taught me a lot, at least pointed me in the right direction of tequilas. And, obviously the bourbon boom is still very much a thing. And I don't think that's going away. But you've told me before how tequila is like very much entering that realm, and look out because over the next 5-10 years, it's a tequila world.
It's super exciting for tequila right now. I think probably feels a little bit like the bourbon world was for me 7 years ago, where it's exploding, but not a ton of people are educated about it yet, right? So you have all these brands that are coming in. The big thing that you're hearing these days is additive free.
Right.
You don't want it to be pumped with coloring. You don't want it to be pumped with sugar. You don't want it to be pumped with any kind of additive. So there's a lot of brands out there right now that sit on the shelf that people might not know of, or they don't want to spend $60 on a bottle that they really need to be trying. So like that is something too to look out for. I
want to say it's Lalo. That's the one that Tito's just gotten involved with, right? They're now at the top of the heap as well.
Yep, that's a big one. So Lalo is an additive-free tequila that got purchased, and I guess they're partners more or less, because Lalo is actually the grandson of Don Julio. And so,
oh really?
Yeah,
oh damn.
Yeah. So he's still involved with the brand. So for the additive-free kind of brands to kind of look out for, Don Fulano, incredible.
I have had that one.
G4. Love G4, Tequila Ocho, Siete Leguas, and I mean, God, the list can go on and on. But those are kind of the big boys right now.
I've tried recently. I went through a real phase. It was probably a couple months of a mezcal phase where that is just a whole different world. And I was trying to understand like what's different between a mezcal and tequila. And I'm going to try and say this right. Hang with me. I think I can. All tequila is a mezcal, but not every mezcal is a tequila, or is it the other way around?
So it's the agave.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So like that's the big thing. And funny enough, mezcal is the only spirit that I think I'm allergic to.
Oh, really?
Funny enough, yeah. My 3 mezcal cocktails that I've ever had, I had broken out, and I was like, what the heck?
Have you ever had mezcal, Diz?
Probably not.
It's like, I mean, the best way to explain it is like super smoky, rich tequila would be the most basic way to explain it. But I love, like, I've been dabbling with mezcals in margaritas, like to just have that smoky bite to a delicious margarita is a nice little change as well.
So back to the margarita. So Salt Shack does, not only do they use their own barrel pick of Patron, but they also froth and use oranges in their margaritas, and they are so crisp and refreshing. So big shout out there for Salt Shack.
My worry, or not my worry, but my biggest concern when I go out and order a margarita is usually the margarita mix, because you get it and it's just like this acidic. As soon as you take a drink, you feel it burn down your esophagus. So finding, first of all, the fresh mix, I think, is everything when they're squeezed in their own lemons and limes and oranges and all of that goes a long way as well.
Yep, that's the key.
Do you have while we're last note on the margaritas, do you have a mix that you guys sell that you think is like the primo mix?
A couple, yeah. So Tres Agaves makes a really nice margarita mix. Agua Lima makes a really nice margarita mix. Some of these like more natural, not full of sugar kind of mixes. So you want to stay away from those super cheap marg mixes that look like lime green neon slush. Stay away from those.
That's tough. We'll probably be drinking some of those margaritas on the cruise, to be honest. I don't know that the Royal Caribbean has a proper mix. It'll just be the sludge.
I don't even know if I know what your go-to drink is most of the time.
I am ever evolving and ever changing. I am in my dirty martini phase right now. So
it's on the Instagram video.
That is just a weird random thing. I don't know where it came from. I think it's really just I love the stuffing olives and having a little snack to go along with it. So I've been on a martini kick, but for the most part, when I'm having cocktails at home, it's just a pour of bourbon. I've built up a pretty decent stash. But through my life, I've been on everything. Like I've been a rum and coke guy. I've been a vodka soda guy. I've been a beer guy. The only thing that I don't think has ever really hit me was gin. I just something about the pininess, well, whatever it is, I just haven't hit a proper gin phase throughout my life.
Probably coming.
Yeah, maybe.
The gin cocktails are pretty amazing, and I don't like gin by itself.
Yeah, but
the cocktails from gin are incredible.
People, when I posted the video about the dirty martini, a lot of people were hitting me up. I was like, "Oh, you got to try it with gin," and I'm like, maybe. I mean, something about the saltiness of the olive with that pininess could hit, but I'm in my sweet spot right now. I like about 4 stuffed olives with my martini, and it's my era.
Manly martini.
Manly martini. No stem is the key. One last thing I wanted to touch on before we get into the meat and potatoes, something really cool that we're going to do, is I love talking to you about the Joy Bar, because I am a Christmas man. Diz is he can attest to. 3 months before Christmas, it's like Christmas every day. Yeah. If I could have Christmas every day, I would. And you have a year-round. Well, first, 2 things, honestly, truthfully. If I had to put together like my Hall of Fame list of just favorite things in life, Christmas and dive bars. And Trey has brought both of them together with the Joy Bar in Joy. Is it technically Joy Dive Bar? Is that the official terminology?
Joy Bar.
Joy Bar with a year-round Christmas themed bar that could be deemed a dive in some form or fashion.
Oh, it's definitely a dive bar. Yeah. One best dive bar in Tampa Bay, back-to-back years. It's definitely a dive bar.
That term does not mean what it once did. For me, when I say it, it is a term of endearment. Like if I call something a dive bar, then it means probably one of my favorite places to go. I think maybe over the past 5 years, people just started appreciating what a dive bar is. It's to me, it's kind of like a time capsule. Like when you go into a bar that is a dive bar, you go, I feel like it's 1995 again, and everything feels good.
Well, that's kind of the big thing about it too, is that you can't really just make a dive bar, right? Yeah. Like you can't just open a new store, new construction, and all of a sudden be like, oh, this is a dive bar. Yeah, it kind of has to have some history to it, in my opinion. So the cool thing about this, the Joy Bar by itself, the bar itself has been there since the 1940s. And then it was in my family for 35 years. And so when I came back into the stores, it was called the VIP Liquors and Lounge. And the same 5 customers sat at the corner of the bar.
That's a dive bar name right there.
Yeah. It was as dark as can be. Yeah. You open the door, they all kind of turn around and stare at you like, why the hell are you here?
Oh, no.
They're like, new customers? No, thank you.
Interloper.
Yeah. We were selling pickled pickles, like these like the red pickles. What are those?
Did you have the pickled eggs and stuff?
Well, we had pickled eggs. We had something else too.
The red hot, the pickled sausages.
Yes.
Yeah, those are. I tried one of those for the first time. I think in the last year of my life. I don't know. Even if I was buzzed up, I don't know that I'd be able to put down one of those.
No.
Yeah.
So it just needed new life, and so we found this Christmas bar in Orlando pre-COVID that I thought was super tacky and unique and fun. And it closed and unfortunately didn't make it past COVID. But when I was looking to kind of revamp the VIP lounge, I was like, man, we need a theme. Tampa needs a theme that they don't have. Let's do Christmas all the time. And it became this awesome neighborhood bar, truthfully. It was smoke inside forever, so it took about 12 coats of paint to get rid of the smoking inside.
How did were there some of the holdovers that were VIP lounge regulars that really took it pretty hard when they found out you were taking away the smoke?
Taking away the smoke and then taking away they're like, you're going to put Christmas lights on the ceiling? They were pissed. Yeah. I had like about 3 people that were, and honestly one employee too that was like, this is a terrible idea.
So did you keep some of did anybody stay over?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would imagine that's a certain
it's
a certain
crowd,
type.
Yeah. You know, and the bar itself, people were kind of aging out anyways. So it was ready brought a whole new staff in there. And then we've been, I guess we're coming up on 3 years this year. So it is super fun. And then it gives me an opportunity to bring in really high-end spirits for cheap.
That too, yeah.
That's then like the crazy fun aspect of all this thing is where you're bringing in Blanton's and you're drinking it for $6, or Eagle Rare and it's $5. Buffalo Trace, $4. High Noons are $3. I mean, we are trying to be super cheap, but also have a fun theme and keep everyone entertained with pool and darts and beer pong.
I love it. Has that been, is it an easy segue? Obviously, and we're joined by Trey Lawson. He is the man behind Liquor Depot, Waters, Armenia, Nebraska, Hillsborough Bears, Florida. Has it been an easy transition to be a bar owner as well, or is it kind of just plug and play?
I have to be honest, my staff over there is incredible. Lydia, Kayla, they have been with me over there bartending from the beginning, and they truly, I kind of let them run the show. So they're amazing. They handled the thing, and they are truly become the face of that place.
It's perfect. That's what you get.
It's amazing.
You get good people that know what they're doing, and that's all you really need in this life.
Super lucky.
So I was kind of setting it up before you came in. I think, and maybe there's even a story that goes further back than the Mike Allstott Family Foundation, but every year, so lucky to be even mildly involved with what you do with the Mike Allstott Family Foundation, which is you guys, for a lot of years, I think you and Mike Allstott and Rich and the crew went to Kentucky, went to distilleries, tasted barrels, and ultimately picked a barrel that then was bottled, and a large portion of the funds after the bottles are sold goes right back to the Mike Allstott Family Foundation. Was that your first venture into that charitable world, tying in bottles?
It was. So 100% of the proceeds that we do go right back to the foundation. So this past year was year number 5, and we have now donated over $60,000 to the Mike Allstott Family Foundation.
That's huge.
Which is literally insane to me to be able to say that after I was just at a celebrity golf event with him and pitched this idea, and was lucky enough for him to say yes.
Yeah.
So man, it's crazy. We're going to continue to try to do one every year. It's become a really cool kind of collectible thing, I think, from a Bucks fans. And then Mike is super into it. You know, he comes out every release that we have, signs every single bottle, takes a picture with every single person who buys them. So he's really into it, and hopefully it's something that continues, because it's so great to be able to raise money for community stuff.
You will be glad to know there's a great tie into that, because I got a bottle of the last pick, and it was amazing. It was the Penelope family estate. Is that what it was? And 12-year, I believe. And I had a bottle, and I got that right before I saw Danny from the brisket shop months and months back, and I told him I had it, and I said, I'm going to crack this bottle with you. I'm going to wait for you to crack this bottle. And then this past weekend, the National Meat Day, we had him in the studio, and I said, I still got that bottle. I'm bringing it out there. So I did, and nice. I brought it out, shared some with Diz, shared some with a few others.
Let's go.
And Danny as well. Is a great bottle, which leads us to what is an opportunity to do something in that same framework. I think you and I had chatted probably years ago about the idea of doing something like that, but for a charity or a place that is near and dear to my heart, ultimately helping out animals. And Satchel's Last Resort, I've been somewhat roughly connected with them for I'm trying to think when it was. When I worked promotions at the country radio station in Sarasota in like 2013. No, that doesn't make sense. 2010, and they would bring dogs in to be adopted there, and I was just in promotions and got an opportunity to go to their facilities there, which they're a no-kill animal shelter. They rescue, rehab, rehome cats and dogs. And one of the craziest things that they do there is, being a non-kill shelter, there are dogs and cats in this world that, for whatever reason, whether it's behavioral issues, whether it's medical issues, that they just can't. They're never going to be adopted out. They can't do that, and they have a home at Satchel's, and they have 12 acres. So they got a couple just huge lots where the dogs can go out. They're constantly, getting dogs adopted as well. And when we were kind of throwing around ideas of, can we do a barrel pick? Can we do a bottle? Who would we help out? I threw Satchel's Last Resort at you, and we're on board. We're going to try and do the same damn thing, or we are going to do the same damn thing, and hopefully cut a check to Satchel's Last Resort. So, talk to us a little bit about the barrel and the bottle that you have selected that will ultimately help out our friends over at Satchel's.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll back up a little bit too, just to say, my 3 big dogs. That 3 big dogs is a lot to have. Number one, and they've all been rescue dogs. My family's been all from my aunts and uncles in Georgia to my parents in North Carolina. Everyone has rescue dogs, so it's been such a big. The rescue thing for us has always been such an important thing. I think from stemming all the way back to when I was, 5 or 6, we have literally always had rescue pups. So it's been really important to us. And so it kind of works out when we started talking that this would be an awesome organization to be able to raise some money for. So I selected a single barrel of Elijah Craig, let's call it 2 months ago.
Oh, wow. That was
yeah, so that's
nice.
super recent. So we just got the bottles in the warehouse, and it's been perfect because the timing has all kind of led up. And what I like about Elijah Craig, for a couple different reasons, this is a 9-year-old single barrel, 94 proof, and it's putting over 220 bottles out of this one barrel.
Wow.
So it's great because the lower the proof point, typically you're going to get more bottles. So that just gives us more opportunity to hopefully get more bottles to people, number one, and then also be able to raise some more money at the end of things. So it's incredible. It's a single barrel. And so for the listeners who don't know a whole lot about the single barrel world, just to kind of touch on that for a second, you go into a liquor depot and you buy a bottle of Elijah Craig. That's a blended bourbon. So they're taking a bunch of barrels together, they are putting them all together, and they're blending them up, and they're sticking it on the shelf. So what makes a single barrel so amazing is that we are truly buying one barrel. So this is going to be the same mash that Elijah Craig has on the shelf, but depending on how the weather affects it, how it sits in the rick house, that all those factors, the age, is going to affect the overall flavor profile of the single barrel pick. And so what's cool is they'll lay me out 3-5 different barrels, and I'll be tasting each one that I think is going to be the most balanced, flavorful, kind of the best overall bourbon to bring back to Tampa. So we picked this barrel and got it in today. I honestly have not even gotten to try it yet. Since it's been bottled, and I think that it would be fun to open it up, crack it open, and see what.
I would be honored. I would be absolutely honored. I have to ask this just as because I have to know. So you go, and this is a part of what you do. I don't know how often you're going and picking barrels, but I would imagine quite often. How toasted are you getting? Are you just a professional now to where you know I can do this much and then keep it together? Or is it kind of like when I know I'm going to pick a barrel, I know that I'm going to be feeling things? So it's funny because I think it's turned a little bit into a boys trip every time. I go about 5 times a year to Kentucky, and we're selecting, multiple times we'll go to a distillery and pick 3 barrels. Yeah. And then we'll go to another distillery right after that. So you have to kind of be thoughtful about drinking some water, having some lunch, and not overdoing it here. We did that thing, which I know was different than what happens when you're in Kentucky, but we did the thing for the All-Stop barrel this year, which was similar, and then I think we tasted 8-9 different bourbons and whiskeys in that night, and I'm looking around like, are we all okay? I Ubered that night, but I'm like, man, these guys are you got to be a professional. Yeah, it's really fun. My wife's funny. She'll go, work schmirk. Yeah. I said I got to go to Kentucky, and she goes, mm-hmm. Does she ever go? Like, she's been. Yeah, so I took the whole family up to Buffalo Trace on one probably 3 years ago, just to kind of give them the understanding what this all means. And they loved it. They're not big bourbon drinkers by any means, but they, I think, appreciated
what the whole single barrel world looked like a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that's the key now is really being able to talk about the single barrel thing and really present to customers and enthusiasts on why it's important. And then, really it's important to pick your own barrels. There's so many big box retailers, the Publixes of the world, the Walmarts of the world that are just getting barrels shipped to them.
Oh, I wondered that because now you do see I think Costco and everybody will have a barrel. So nobody goes and taste that. They're like, we're going to send you a barrel.
Right. They're like, hey, we have a Elijah Craig single barrel and here it is. And so what the problem with that is that these single barrels can be putting off a ton of different flavor profiles, right? They can be earthy, they can be funky, they can be sweet, they can be spicy. And so to me, you lose a lot of that consistency on what your customer base kind of likes if you don't continue to pick them. So that's been such an important thing for me. And one of those things that I've liked to focus on is that, it makes a big difference when you're picking your single barrels. I never gotten a blind ship barrel, 5 years.
That was a shipped barrel, by the way, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, shipped. He's
a professional. He's a professional.
But yeah, man, we just hit 150 single barrels, and so.
Damn.
Yeah, in 5 years. So it's really cool to.
It's very intimidating, and I felt better almost immediately. But that night we did the Penelope thing. We're tasting, and Trey obviously is encouraging everybody to share what they're thinking and the notes, the flavor profiles, the scents. And of course, I'm just in my own head thinking I'm going to say something just that's completely wrong. I don't know that you can be completely wrong.
I don't think you can be wrong at all.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Really?
No, I really don't.
Yeah.
John's like, I smell gummy worms.
Yeah.
You're like, what are you talking?
Yeah, I mean,
who invited this guy?
Yeah, so I brought my dad. This is a funny little story. I brought my dad Jack Daniels for a barrel
Frank,
pick.
right? That's your dad?
Frank.
Shout out to Frank. I know he listens. He sent me a really nice message last time you were on. We love you, Frank.
Yeah, Frank's the man. He's the one that started the Liquor Depot stores and was in the business for 30 years. But the single barrel thing for him was brand new. I pitched the first barrel to him, and he thought it was a crazy idea, never wanted to do it. It sold out, and then he's never talked about it again.
Yeah.
So he's been really good about kind of giving me the trust. But I brought him up to Jack Daniels, and we started kind of getting the nose of these single barrels, and I was like, I think.
Now that time you did. That time you did say.
That's
That time.
Yeah, we let a cuss. Sorry.
No, not that one. Not that one. But it was only right that one sounded like it and wasn't another.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So he thinks it's the funniest thing when I am sitting over there and starting to give my notes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's cool, man. And I think what I really realized and kind of found out is that you can really make a difference and be able to help community with these single barrels. Like these things are going to sell because they're so unique anyways, but now you can find some really cool charitable opportunities.
Have you, and I'm sorry if I'm forgetting something off the top of my head, have you done other charitable ventures with the barrels?
Yeah. So we did something for Starting Right Now, which is right off of Bayshore. They help unaccompanied youth. And so we did a barrel for them and was able to donate $2,500 just right straight to them. And then we did some hurricane relief on one of our probably 2 or 3 years ago. We did a hurricane relief barrel and donated $3,000 back to some hurricane relief. So it's really cool.
And you don't have to do that, obviously. Like there are people in your line of work that I'm sure every dollar they want to make sure goes right into their pocket. So for you to be able to be so passionate about it and then say, how can we turn this into something that's going to help the community is really damn cool, man.
I think it's important. Just I'm born and raised in Tampa, so it's important for me to help the community where I kind of came from, and hopefully have a long opportunity to do that. So
we take a little sip of this.
Let's drink this thing.
All right. I feel like we have to make Diz go first with any notes that he might get, only because I feel like his answer will be the funniest. I had a thought immediately. Okay. You got anything, Diz?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Gummy bears. You taste them too?
Yeah, it's definitely Haribo. That's what it was. I got a little bit on the opening nose there. I got a little bit of almost like green apple.
Okay.
Am I?
No, for sure.
Are we there?
Yeah, for sure.
Am I on? That was the first kind of thing that hit me right on the front of my tongue.
Elijah Craig for me always gives cherry notes. I always get kind of like a cherry note from this. I also get a bunch of baking spice, kind of cinnamon on the finish there. So you want a really good flavor profile on the palate, but the big thing that I always look for is the finish. So when you're swallowing the bourbon, it kind of lingers, right? You want it to kind of keep developing as you swallow and kind of keep bringing new flavors to it. So great finish. I mean,
I've heard people describe it as almost like chewy or caramely when you kind of feel that richness in your mouth after you taste it. That is a damn fine bottle, and a nice I would say easy drinker as well.
Yeah, I think that's the key with the 94 proof is that you're not going in there and having 120 proof whiskey. So someone who is maybe just getting into the whiskey world or someone who's an enthusiast, I think it kind of goes on both ends that they're really going to love that barrel.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. And I'm still trying to find my way, and I feel like I'm always learning things. We got a couple friends around here, Mo, cat named Mo and Patrick Smith, or we're always kind of trying bottles and sharing bottles and things like that. And I found myself leaning towards the heavy stuff, 111, 120, even higher than that. And sometimes that's a little much. It's I look in my liquor cabinet and I go, I want a nice little snort tonight, but I'm not ready to go to the moon. So, this is a perfect bottle. And I don't think we're going to lock down an exact date today, but I think we're thinking about the month of June for a launch. And I know you've got some really cool ideas about a ticket that is not just going to get you the bottle that will ultimately help out Satchel's Last Resort and dogs that need our help and need to find homes, but we'll get you a hell of a night as well. Yeah, so I think the first kind of plan that we're kind of talking about and spitballing here is doing it on a Saturday morning at one of the Liquor Depot locations here in Tampa. And anyone who purchases a bottle, which I think they're going to be around $60, we're going to do some really cool artwork on the back. I know we talked about that a little bit. I love the idea. If we can throw that out there, and obviously I think we'd have to have some framework to get it out to the people widespread, whether it's social media or on our website. But Trey had a great idea of possibly letting a listener create the artwork.
That'd be awesome.
So something, obviously dog, animal related that would be great to be a part of the bottle. And ultimately, your artwork would go out to 200 plus people and be spread all over social media. So I absolutely love that idea, launching it and getting people to send us the artwork. We can figure it out on that end. Yeah, so we'll do that and then have the release at one of the stores in the morning. And then everyone who purchases a bottle will get a ticket. And that ticket's going to give you access to kind of our after party at the brisket shop, where we're going to be doing food and tastings and hanging out and maybe get some pups there. Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully some dogs will be on the scene as well. And we've been going back and forth with the fine folks at Satchel's Last Resort. And another reason why I love them so much is in the scope of we need everybody when it comes to getting dogs adopted and rescue animals, but they are, I would say, on the more mom and pop end of things. They're right off the interstate down in Sarasota, and they've got a tight-knit group of people that run that operation, and I think they can obviously benefit from any help that is available, and this will be a great thing to see, and hopefully we get a couple of the pups that are up for adoption out to the after party. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome. I think even to say it out loud, I think the goal for us is at least $5,000. So huge. That would be massive. That would be huge. I feel like I have to say it so it can give us a good goal to get to. I like that. I like a man who will say it and then bring it to fruition rather than keeping it inside and hoping for the best. So man, I'm so excited, and I know this is something that we've probably been talking about for damn near 2 years, and I'm grateful for the relationship, and I think everything you touch is pretty much gold at this point. Well, thank you. So fun to see you guys and get to drink some good bourbon. And this is really, really, really nice. Yeah, it's amazing. And for $60 with a putting money back to a good fund, that's pretty special. So I think we're gonna have some excitement around this thing. Man, that is really that is a really, really nice. Make a great old fashioned. Now give us your legit flavor profile, Diz.
I'm tasting like honey in it.
Honey.
Okay,
that's
what I'm tasting most when I get
Sweetness.
it.
I think honey is right there. He is Liquor Depot, Trey Lawson. Tell everybody where they can find your different ventures on social media and YouTube and all that as well. Yep. So Instagram is at Liquor Depot Tampa. You have Joy Bar on Instagram at Joy Dive Bar. We launched a YouTube video giving some behind the scenes of the liquor industry at Behind the Bottle. And personally, it is Lawson Trey on Instagram. So thank you guys so much. Dude, cannot wait. Appreciate you. Make sure you're staying tuned to our socials, to this show, to this station, to find out the exact date where you'll be able to come out, get an amazing bottle, have an amazing event at the brisket shop, all going to a great cause. I really hope you guys did something. I wasn't able to make it out. And this is I'm gonna have to put in a personal request with Danny, because you guys did, I think, a bourbon pairing night at the brisket shop, and I think Danny did burnt end, like topped oysters. And if we can make those happen again for this event, that would be
those were insane.
Yeah, that I saw. So how has nobody else thought of that? Maybe somebody has, but the idea of like an oysters Rockefeller with burnt ends on your oyster, char grilled, man, you put together a combo like you and Danny, and you guys could take over Tampa Bay.
It was ridiculous. Yeah. Thank you.
So hopefully we'll put in the request with Danny and make that happen. He is Trey Lawson. Check out all of the Liquor Depot locations: Waters, Armenia, Nebraska, Hillsborough, Bears, and Florida. Maybe one day Pinellas County. Maybe.
Never say never.
Never say never. I cannot wait until there's one just a little closer for me. I think I'm going to put it out in the universe, and I think it's going to happen. Do not go anywhere. More Senning Show on the way. We haven't done it in a while. Dirtier than Diz.
Oh.
Specifically, if you did something that should have got your ass fired and you somehow did not, we want to hear about it, and we're willing to part with some prizes for a great story. So keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. More Senning Show on the way. Thank you, Trey.
This pain and depression I'm in. Yeah. So sing me asleep.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Gasparilla Music Festival is back. It's taken over Meridian Fields and Water Street, April 10th through the 12th, and The Bone wants to send you 3 days, multiple stages. Check out live music from Government Mule, Mount Joy, plus 2 Friends, and more, all weekend long. Tickets start at just $55. Get yours now at gmftickets.com or head to theboneonline.com for your chance to win. From Tampa Bay's home for real raw radio, 102.5 The Bone.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
I want you to take a moment and think of one thing that you really wanted to do recently, but you didn't because your foot, leg, or back pain got in the way. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store. Well, you're not alone. We hear it all the time. Folks fed up with living with the pain that's been keeping them from doing what they love, looking to us for a solution. That's why we're here, to help you get back out there. Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store are designed to alleviate, even eliminate, foot, knee, hip, and back pain. Plus, provide improved balance, more comfort, and, well, a better life. Let us show you how we can help turn your pain into possibilities with a free fitting at the Good Feet store. You'll be personally fit by an arch support specialist. You'll walk around, see how they feel. Then you decide if they're right for you before you buy. With over 200 stores, there's likely one just a hop, skip, and a you-know-what from you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
This is your boy Dizzy, Mr. Half the Show's lineup, and I'm here to tell you about my favorite place, Cava Social Club. Cava Social Club is located at 540 13th Street West in Bradenton, Florida. That's a quick hop over the Skyway Bridge. It's easily one of the most unique and laid-back spots I've ever been to. You walk in there and the vibe is relaxed but alive. The cava is smooth and well-crafted by the mixologist, Casey. The way Casey can mix these drinks and create this flavor profile is unmatched. So if you know anyone who's new to town and thinks Tampa and St. Pete have no good places, well, they're probably right. You got to drive all the way to Sarasota for that. Also, that wasn't directed at anyone in particular, so please don't write in or call my boss about that. Check them out online at thecavasocialclub.com and visit the events page on the website where you could see what they have going on. New events daily. And when you pull up, do me a favor. Say hi to Bodie, Sarah, and Casey, and let them know that your boy sent you. Or maybe hit my DMs at some point before you go and let me know you're sliding out there, and I might meet you for a drink, but you gotta pay. Cava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boolah, baby.
I'm John Morgan at Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
A little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. Thank you for being here, getting you through your Wednesday. Another week that kind of feels like it's flying by. I don't know if that is happening to everybody throughout the universe, but it's happening around here.
I think it's the cruise. I think it's
probably is.
Especially because you and me have been, getting fit for different reasons. Cruise being one of them, and we've been nonstop. Cruise is next week and a day. 8 days away.
8 days.
I haven't figured out what I'm wearing yet or anything. I gotta start packing.
Are you gonna buy clothes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You don't buy new clothes?
I probably will, but I also.
You said it was like it was a foreign idea.
Well, no.
Like, what are you gonna buy new clothes?
I didn't mean it like that. As I've gotten older, I am terrible at shopping, and I don't know what it is. It's not a money thing because I waste money on.
Late night purchases.
I waste money on dumb things all the time. I don't think about it. But when I go to the store and I just look at the tags, it's like I can't just pull the trigger on anything. Nothing. I don't know. I want to just go on a shopping spree and buy the things that I like. But shopping is we went to the damn, and it must not even be the price tag because somebody else was paying for it. We went to the shop when I got this hat for the Lightning. They gave us a credit, and I was just walking around there totally lost.
Didn't know what to do.
Yeah, and eventually this hat spoke to me, but
that's crazy. I'm the opposite. If I go in to shop for clothes, I have an idea of what I want, so I can narrow it down and be like, oh, boom, there we go. And then I get the pants to go, and then this hat and these shoes.
Yeah.
I like to match too when I'm doing them.
I might go to the mall this weekend.
Yeah,
do people still go to the mall?
I gotta be honest, I don't really hit the mall that much.
Yeah. Nobody does. Man, we have not done this in far too long, and it's not right, but we're going to do it today.
Nasty, filthy, and downright wrong. But are you dirtier than Diz? Call now, 800-771-1025.
So what we're looking for is people who have done something or had something happen that should have absolutely gotten them fired, but for whatever reason did not. And I've got a great list that Diz sent along here with some offerings, but Diz, and I hope it's okay to say this, as the agent of chaos, like you have had at least two immediately that come to mind that I feel like maybe could have gotten people fired, but have not gotten you fired. The one that you sent me in the prep is not even the first one that came to mind. Mine, and I'll say it because it's relevant to the time frame.
There's three.
Is the cruise?
Yes,
last year on the cruise, it was hot news everywhere that it was hot news everywhere that Diz got his room flipped. There was maybe some other things that happened that brought attention to Diz, but he definitely had his room flipped because did they take stuff? Oh yeah, so they took paraphernalia that he
Allegedly.
had, and I think most companies, like if you went on and we're different. Let's face it. Let's lead with that. We're different, but most companies that if you went on a company cruise and somebody got flipped and they found a bunch of stuff in the room, that person might be let go come Monday.
Yeah,
but not our guy Diz.
Yeah,
and that's just one. What's you said you got three?
Well, so that was one I forgot right when I sent it. I was like, that definitely should have been on the list.
Yeah.
The other two, which were, I would say the Mo situation, not as bad because
the Mo situation. When you guys got in
with the Gatorade thing.
Yeah. Oh, that was insane.
Because I feel like you could just argue, well, that was a bit. We were doing a radio bit, and then
which I still don't know.
They can't chase after you after that.
Blink twice with your left eye if it was just a bit. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. So either way, yes, that was definitely on a lot of people's radar. If you don't know, somebody may or may not have put their wiener inside of a Gatorade because somebody may or may not have been stealing their Gatorade.
It was my property, and I saw that it was siphoned from, and I go, well, siphon this, and I
as a
allegedly
bit, he's winking with his
for a radio
left eye.
bit said I would do that.
Well, I think that had a lot to do with the fact that it was Mo, a cat named Mo, because he just rolls with it. Like if that was a handful of other people, they might have run it up the flagpole and tried to legitimately get you fired.
Yes, and then I think the other side of that is then you're basically admitting that you drank from it.
Right, yeah.
And you don't want to you don't want to really own that.
It's just bad. It's honestly, it's a very uncomfortable situation.
The biggest one was the one I think everyone thinks of when they think of me getting in trouble for a situation. And I think it outdoes the cruise. And I think it was the plexiglass.
Which is so crazy because you and I didn't know each other very well. And I don't know if it was because of COVID time, because I'm very, very tuned in to the station these days. Like I think I have a good read on what's going on. I don't necessarily remember how it all happened, but just to paint the picture before you explain what happened during COVID, because this was clearly scientifically safe. We had plexiglass all around the studio. There was a plexiglass wall over by the phone screener, and then I'm at the main seat, and in front of this seat there was a big wall of plexiglass to protect us from each other from COVID. And what'd you do to the plexiglass?
So it started with because obviously you could see the plexiglass reflection on the Bone TV. So it started with, I think I wrote something dumb, like underpaid, and there was an arrow pointing at me. It was something stupid like that.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. And then Monica and me laughed about it, and I think maybe it got brought up on Roger and JP. And then me and her, for some reason, got on the subject of the movie Superbad and the drawings of the D's in that movie.
Yeah.
And how there were different shapes, sizes, characters. And we were like, let's draw some. And we just decided.
Wait, so you both did?
We both.
You and Monica.
Monica, I remember, at least drew one.
Okay.
Because I remember I was drawing a couple of them, and she drew a really small one. And I'll never forget, she'll deny it to this day. She said, that's an Asian one. And I remember laughing, and I remember saying, well, you should have drawn it in yellow marker.
Oh, Jesus.
That was the joke. That was the joke, right? So I remember
this happened on the air?
No, this was off air.
I was going to say.
You guys
Wouldn't it be funny
in.
if you got fired for retelling the story of the thing that didn't get you fired?
Yeah, right. So we drew those. You guys came in, laughed at it, and I remember saying, should I erase it? And someone said, no, it's not that bad. I wouldn't, that's hilarious. I'm not going to say who.
Who?
Not gonna say who.
Why not? Was it Drew?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Drew. He was just like, no, man, it's not a big deal. And I was like, all right.
He's not in HR. I mean, and we're very penis friendly, so
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
So I thought, all right, cool. It's a joke. They're gonna laugh about it. Next day, I'll come in, wipe it down. Get home after Roger and JP, and I remember taking a nap that day, which was unusual for me. So I'm taking a nap, and my phone starts ringing. And this was like at 4 or 5 o'clock, and it says John Brennan. See the Zach Morris face pops up on my phone, and I knew exactly what it was about at that moment. I'm like, damn. So I pick up, and I'm like, hey, what's up, John? And the first thing it wasn't, hey, Dizzy. It was,
that's very John Brennan.
Why did it have to be D's?
Yeah.
And he said the word, and I'm like, and he's like, did you draw them? I go, yeah, but I wasn't alone. He goes, yeah. He goes, look,
dude, the anti-snitch himself immediately bringing everybody down with the ship.
There was no way denying it. So I was like, man, I did it. It was a joint effort. It was a joke. And I even said, I go, I was going to race it tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, here's the thing. It's not even about that. It's some other people complain.
Do we know who it was?
I think I'll tell you off air because I don't want to stir the pot.
I don't know. Was it somebody that's on the? Was it on the?
Yes.
Somebody that's on the station?
It's deeper than that. But yes, there was someone outside the station that was told about it,
who had a problem with it,
complained, and then someone else who will remain anonymous on air complained as well.
Oh, geez.
And
it's on the bone.
Yes,
dude. How could anybody on the bone complain about some D's? That's what we do.
Exactly.
Like we're D City, baby.
Exactly. And then I was just like, and that was kind of my argument. It's like I didn't go in the magic studio and draw those. And he's like, yeah, but then and I even said like there's warnings in the studio, and he goes, yeah, you're not wrong, but it's it just takes one person complaining in the office, and then it's out of my hands. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, you're gonna get written up.
Oh, you did get written up.
I'm sure it's gonna be nothing, but I have to write you up. It's out of my hands at this point. I'm like, all right, cool. Cut to a few hours later, old Dizzy gets another call from Mike Calta. And Mike Calta was like, and this was like, I think 8, 9 o'clock. And he's like, bro, I heard the story. You're good. I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. I'm getting written up. He goes, no, you're not. I handled it. I'm like, you handled it? He goes, yes. Some people.
And people say that Mike Calta doesn't have pull around you.
Yeah, right.
Or Mike Calta says he doesn't have pull around you.
He goes, some people are just sensitive. And this is a sensitive time for some people. He goes, You're doing something funny, and he goes, I feel like you should not get reprimanded for it. You're good. Don't worry about it. It's gone. And the next day it came in, no word of it, and I was gone. I was like, Mike's the man.
Dude, the Godfather himself stepped in.
Yeah.
Dude, you just, after reliving, because I was trying to come up with things that I've done here specifically that could have got me fired, and I couldn't think of anything. And through you telling the story, I just had a flashback.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. It wasn't.
Was the blinds when you broke the blinds and I recorded you?
No, not that. No, this was probably in some circles worse than what you did.
Yeah.
So Drew and I don't know if we were doing a podcast or what we were doing. We might have been doing an interview, and we were in the Dove studio. And it was around Christmas time, and they had letters on the window. They had like Christmas decorations, and they had letters on the window that said "Merry Christmas." And so I took the letters that spelled "Merry Christmas" and I turned it. I spun them around so that it said "Ram me Christ."
Oh,
and
oh my God,
yes,
that's probably worse.
It was probably worse. And and everything's fine now. But Christy Knight, God bless her.
Yeah,
she was mad. She was offended and she was mad and she took it. She didn't run it up the flagpole because I think if she did, I probably would have gotten in legit trouble because there's probably like a hate crime in there somewhere or something.
Yeah.
But she confronted me on the air about it.
Oh, what?
At the shortly after it happened, or at the toy drive.
She brought you on air.
No,
and was like,
she came on with us. Totally thought it was nobody ever figured it out, and then she like accosted me on the air about it. And she was mad. She said straight up, she goes, "I was very offended. That was not right."
Yeah, I could see Christy getting upset about that. And I gotta say, who got mad at me wasn't Christy. That side of the building.
It was. Oh,
yeah. I think you could connect the dots.
I could definitely try. We've got tickets to Busch Gardens, Gasparilla Music Fest, and tickets. This is a hot ticket. It's going to have to be a good story to get these. Chris Stapleton at Ray J, June 13th. If you got a story of something foul that you did at work, if it's dirtier than Diz, we'll hook you up with some tickets. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hi, it's Lana.
Hi, how are you? Are you okay, my dear?
Yeah, it's called a thyroid issue.
Oh, I'm so sorry you're going through that. What's going on today?
Well, my story is late 90s. I was working in San Francisco in the law field. We were doing redactions on the Aaron Brockovich story.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was neat. I go into the copy room. I think it's a male friend of mine, coincidentally a gay boy. So he's making copy. I start rubbing the cheek of his behind.
Oh, man.
And he did not move.
Oh, this is great.
And there's a girl standing there watching me. I did it harder. Still did not move.
Oh, my God.
The third time, the man turns around, looks me dead in the face, and said, "Will you stop that?" It was one of the attorneys.
Oh, wait. So did you know who it was when you were... Well, you did because you knew he was, in your words, the gay boy. So you knew who it was.
No, I did not know it was an attorney. What? I thought it was a coworker.
You thought it was the gay coworker, but it was the attorney.
It was the attorney.
Correct.
Oh my gosh! Did you get a firm talking to about as firm as you grabbed that buttocks, or was it pretty much that was it?
Actually, I found this interesting. I marched my butt right into HR, sat down, and said, "You might as well fire me now." Oh. I told her the story, and she cracked up laughing, and I'm thinking, this ain't funny.
What year was this? What year was this?
It was 98.
JoJo was working for them in 98?
I got to say, the fact that I don't remember what it was like in 1998 to be working for a company, but the fact that you had the thought to think you were going to get fired in 1998 shows that you were above board.
Yeah, and she told me after she stopped laughing, she said, "I cannot fire you because you are an underling. If you had been that attorney and did that to yourself, yes, you would have been
because
fired."
of the power dynamic.
Yeah.
So because you were a lesser employee grabbing aggressively the buttocks of the attorney, you were in the clear. But if you would have been the attorney grabbing your buttocks, then you probably would have lost.
Now, John, as a part-timer, do I have carte blanche to go grab booty?
That's actually a great point.
Listen, I'm just a part-timer.
I'm an underling. Yeah, I don't know if you've got that same grab a booty pass that this lady had.
And Kelly's a Marconi owner.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's how it worked in 98.
That was what a beautiful way to get this going. What was your name again?
Lana.
All right, Lana. Well, if you want to go see Chris Stapleton or Gasparilla Music Fest or go to Busch Gardens, I got you. Just hang tight for a minute, and I'll come to you during the commercial break, okay?
Thank you so much.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
the
like
best.
without a phone screen, that was a great first call.
Yeah,
It's like, listen, I was grabbing some ass, thought it was a gay dude.
Yeah.
Turns out, high up attorney.
Dude, that is that's something else. That is just something else. All right.
Yeah, you can't do that in 2020.
No. I mean, again, I know it was not forever ago, but even in 98, you think about what HR was like and far before the Me Too movement or anything like that. I thought grabbing asses was commonplace.
Their HR was like, whoa, was it a black?
Yeah,
They're like, no, you're fine.
You're
Go
good.
ahead. You're good.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this? Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, another lady.
Another lady.
Who would have thought?
Bad, naughty lady.
Naughty ladies. Who are you?
My name's Danielle.
Hey, Danielle. How are you today?
Good. How are you guys?
Really, really good. What happened? Did you do something bad that should have gotten you fired and you didn't? Were you dirtier than Diz?
I did. So I went to Dallas for a business conference, and it was an all-staff conference. And we went to dinner as a team, and then some of us broke off. And we were looking for a bar, and then we found a bar, but it was full. And they said, but you can come to bottle service. So we went to bottle service, and I'd never been before. There's ladies pouring vodka down here. throat and
I don't think
bringing
that's
you
the
all
normal.
kinds of drinks.
I don't know that's the normal bottle service.
Yeah.
I don't know that normal bottle service comes with ladies pouring booze down your throat. But this sounds like a hell of a spot. So, all right. So the vibes are right. The party is on.
Yeah, so we all got very toasty, and we went back to the hotel. Someone got in a lot of trouble because they did something really bad, and I won't say that really bad thing.
Wait.
What do you think this is?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, was it? Did they forcefully do something to somebody else sexually?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that is pretty bad. So that happens. So so that kind of gives you anything less than that, you're in the clear probably.
Well, wait, it gets better. I was the regional manager taking out these people. It cost $575, and I put it on my corporate card.
The bottle service.
The bottle service.
Okay, so you put the bottle service on your corporate card, thinking
That's
everybody's
right
having a good time,
Yeah.
and then after that, the people that got wasted from the bottle service you paid for did something really, really bad.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
I see
I
what's
talked my way out of that part of it, and then passed it through expenses as a client dinner.
Oh my! That's so. Did they ever? Nobody ever put together the bottle service was what led somebody to be so wasted that they did the really bad thing.
So the guy was so wasted, he didn't know who he was hanging out with, and couldn't even remember where he went.
Oh no! Oh
yeah,
He sloshed him up.
Jeez, was there like a legitimate victim in this? Did this become like a criminal case?
Not a criminal case, but it was definitely HR. He got fired. I talked my way out of it and circled around the expenses.
How did
smooth little girl? Right
how did he not throw you right under the bus and be like, Danielle bought us the wild bottle service. She bought us the bottle service where they pour liquor down your throat. I didn't know what happened. That's what I would have done.
I totally would have done the same thing. I can't believe he didn't.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
That is a hell of a story. You also can have your pick of prizes. Just hang with me for a moment. All right, we're way late. We got two ladies right off the gate. If you want to hang on the line, we'll take a couple more of your calls when we come back. I do have, I'm a sucker for a food map. Yes, a state. Yeah. So it is a food map, and it has. I wouldn't have even thought there were such things as Easter candies. I mean, I know that like a Peep, like that. Let's just face it, a Peep is an Easter candy.
Well, Reese's peanut butter egg,
I guess, but
Cadbury egg.
There is a state map of all the state's different favorite Easter treats. Maybe I'm a dumbass, and everyone can tell me that. One that is all over the country and one that is the favorite of Florida, never heard of in my entire life. Don't know that it exists. Don't even know what it is.
Okay.
So we'll do that with a little impromptu Fat Boy news. Thank you to everybody who's called. Again, if you want to hang tight, you can. We could probably take one or two more. But don't go anywhere. More Senning Show headed your way in moments. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. Thank you to everybody watching on YouTube and listening everywhere. Hawkins Home Service Co. They really do handle it all, whether it's plumbing, electrical, HVAC, even pool repair. You don't have to search through Google. You don't have to find a Yellow Pages if that exists anymore and find a bunch of different service companies because they do it all with technicians that have gotten rigorous background checks so you can trust these people that come into your home. They have unbelievable guarantees, and if it's your first time using them, let them know that you heard about them on The Bone. 10% off right there. Go ahead and book it right now. HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Shine on like the sun.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and don't know what to do.
You know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Hey, Pap. Christian at Best Man Medical said they have already performed multiple enhancements on our bone listeners.
I know. It's cool that we have the leading male enhancement clinic right here in Tampa, and people are flying in from all over the country to get this surgery performed at Best Man Medical.
Well, Dr. Zabrowski and Christian make a great team. When you call there, you speak directly to the owner, Christian. And since he helped develop the procedures and had them done himself, he can answer any question.
Well, that definitely matters, Carmen. I mean, they are performing surgery on man's most prized possession. The best part is their filler activates your body's natural collagen, making the gains safe and permanent, with no need for repeat treatments. They could even make you longer.
Guys, if you want to intensify your partner's pleasure or need a confidence boost in the bedroom, it's a no-brainer. Women have been enhancing themselves for 40 years. It's your turn. Fellas, go check out bestmanmedical.com and schedule your consultation. You won't regret it.
When's the last time you shopped your insurance rates for your home or business? Let the experts at Italiano do it for you with a free annual insurance checkup. They represent many companies and can find the ones that fit you best. Home, auto, business, life. Call Italiano today. Don't overpay your premiums. Italiano does personal evaluations, which are the perfect coverage solution for your business. And they offer protection for every size business. It's tailor-made business insurance. ItalianoInsurance.com.
If you're thinking about selling your home, what is keeping you up at night worried? Will I sell it on time? Will I leave money on the table? What if I can't find a home after I sell my home? Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty has the solutions for all of those worries. Leave the worry to Jeff. Google Team Borum or go online to jeffborum.com. That's jeffborum.com and start packing.
Listen Sunday mornings 10 to 11 for Prosper with Keith Singer. Keith brings you financial planning tips because he wants you to prosper in your retirement. That's Prosper with Keith Singer, Sunday 10 to 11 a.m. on WHPT 102.5 The Bone. Singer Wealth Advisors is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Guys, here's the truth. Buying a diamond has never been easy, and now with lab-grown diamonds in the mix, it's even trickier. Are you paying too much? Are you really getting the most for your money? Here's the good news. At International Diamond Center, we cut through the confusion. We give you the straight facts, remove the mystery, and teach you how to make a smart choice, whether you're leaning toward a lab-grown diamond or a timeless natural one. For over 40 years, our mission has stayed the same. Protect the consumer. Reveal the real story behind pricing. Expose the tricks so you don't overpay. We've done it with natural diamonds forever. Now, we're doing the exact same thing with lab-grown. At IDC, you'll find an unmatched selection of both, natural and lab-grown, right here in our showroom. We'll let you compare them side by side, as many as you want, until you're completely confident. And no matter which you choose, you get our direct, no-nonsense pricing every day. No inflated markups, no games to maximize profit. Just exceptional value and honest dealing. Don't guess, don't wonder. Come to the experts you can trust. International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
How was your break?
It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code THRIVE25 for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code THRIVE25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's THRIVE25.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
A world of taste awaits at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay during the Food, Wine, and Garden Festival. Guests can sip and savor their way through flavorful eats and treats while enjoying 20 live concert performances, all included with park admission. The Food, Wine, and Garden Festival returns Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now through May 10th, 2026.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
trip it has been. This
Good
life.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Senning Show. Friendly reminder, make your plans, call out of work, do whatever you got to do. Come up with your excuse now. Opening day for the Rays. They're returning to Tropicana Field. We're going to be broadcasting live from Ferg's. It is April 6th, all courtesy of our friends at Bud Light. It's going to be a hell of a day, so make sure you come through, have some drinks. Whether you're going to the game or not, Ferg's is a great place to hang out all day, even if you got no plans to go watch the game. They're taking on the Cubbies. So, I'm aware that people eat sweet treats around Easter. Like, I understand that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have necessarily been able to name off a bunch of Easter sweet treats.
Really?
Now that I'm looking at the list, maybe I wasn't totally using all of my brain power. But like some of these things, well, did you used to get a
Easter basket?
Easter basket? Yeah.
Yeah. My mom used to love. We'd wake up and there'd be like, even in our rooms, there'd be little Easter eggs hidden, and we'd have our little basket, and then we'd go hunting for them. Of course.
So we did too. And now that I'm thinking about it, it would have a bunch of different treats in it. And the first one that comes to mind immediately is Peeps. Like
No.
well, I'm saying just because they only come around once a year.
Yeah, I mean, I think my mom knew we hated them, but yes, you are right. They're a staple with most people.
And the just a chocolate bunny.
Cadbury eggs, the chocolate bunny, and jelly beans were like the main ones.
Jelly beans, I guess, as well. Well, I have one of my favorite things on planet Earth, which is a map that shows all of the different states and their favorite Easter snacks, Easter sweet treats. And there is one that is all over. It is Florida, it is Texas, it is California, it is Michigan, it is Ohio.
Bet you I'll guess it.
You think so? Are you
Yes.
You're not looking at it?
No, you never sent me the.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've been doing that lately. Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay, guess it.
So I think because we're Florida, we're the citrus, and I think you said you're surprised at this. You never heard of it. I think you're just not. You weren't part of this, but it's a big thing around Easter, and it's the chocolate that turned like you hit it, and it turns into a bunch of orange slices, but it's like one big chocolate thing. Is that what you were talking about?
I don't know what that is either.
Oh,
but
you
no,
don't?
No, that's not it. But I don't know what that is either.
Oh, really?
You hit it and then it's orange slices.
It's like one big sphere of chocolate, and it's supposed to taste like an orange, and it does pretty good. And you're supposed to smack it on the top when you get it, and it splits it because I think it's already kind of split. Yeah.
No,
you never heard of that?
No. Are you sure this isn't a Trini delicacy?
No.
Okay.
What is it called?
Maybe I don't. It's called the chocolate orange. No, the actual.
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, it is chocolate orange.
Yes, it is.
I've never seen that.
Never
Dude,
seen
that is
that?
not. Dude, that is a Canadian thing.
No,
that is
it's
not an American thing.
No, it's not. Or maybe it is.
Agree to disagree. It doesn't even look American. You've never seen that on an American shelf. But the favorite that's all over the United States and the favorite of Florida, on the page it just says sconza. Sconza. Do you know what sconza is?
No.
And I looked it up, and maybe I do. The Jordan Almond, a classic confection featuring roasted California almonds encased in a thin, crunchy, pastel-colored or white sugar shell.
That doesn't sound all that bad.
It doesn't sound that bad, but to be the favorite?
Yeah, I never heard of that before this moment.
Hold
on.
I
will give you that.
I want to see if the phone's just lit up. I wonder if one of these people are
Sconza?
Well, no, I want to see if these people have anything to say about the orange.
Oh.
Senning Show. You ever heard of a chocolate orange that you smash? The Canadian treat?
Yeah, my wife eats them all the time, year round. I always got them as a kid. It's just a chocolate ball.
And when did you guys move to America from Canada?
Actually, I moved to Florida from Wisconsin, so close to Canada.
Damn near Canada. You've got them in Florida, though. Like you've went to a normal store and purchased these.
My wife is born and raised here in Florida, and actually we have probably 2 in the house right now.
Wow, that is insane.
It's just a chocolate circle. It's like Dizzy said, you smack it, and when you smack it, it splits it up to little chocolate orange slices.
Wow.
They're pretty good.
Chocolate and orange does not sound good.
It doesn't, but you eat it. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's really good. It's got a little bit of citrus and that chocolate. It's awesome.
All right. I have been, at least by you, and I don't know if you and Diz are working together in some Canadian scheme to take over America, but I'll take your word for it.
Text somebody. You need to call in,
To the Peep Challenge.
What? The Peep Challenge?
The Peep Challenge. If you look it up on YouTube, we started it. A group of us started years ago. You take 20 Peeps, and you have 20 minutes to finish the 20 Peeps without anything, without drinking. And
we got to do this.
Yeah.
That sounds easy.
So wait,
definitely want to
how
try
long do you have?
20 minutes.
We started out 1 minute per Peep. So we did 20 Peeps, 20 minutes.
Okay, and that is painful, or what happens? Do they expand in your stomach?
I didn't ask those questions. Good.
My buddy that ended up doing it, he couldn't keep them down. We told him he could dunk them, like the hot dog stuff. He was puking up full on Peeps and everything. It's a sight to see.
Are you still up for it?
I think I could do it.
All right, thank you on multiple fronts there. Well, so you're going to Alabama this weekend.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is your Friday. What do you think? We brought back the Dirtier Than Diz today. Dizzy does it tomorrow. 20 Peeps in 20 minutes.
Just me.
Just you. Well, because if we both die, then nobody's going to be able to do the show.
That's a good point.
So you up for it?
20 Peeps, 20 minutes.
I will tell you, on the surface, does not sound that hard.
Yes.
But something must happen. That's like isn't there like a saltine cracker challenge that like on the surface doesn't sound very hard?
Yeah, cinnamon challenge, all these things. Okay.
But you can also tap out at any point. Like if you get 6 Peeps in and you go, this is not going to go well, then you tap.
That was my question. Is like, am I kind of like forced to try to see how far I can get, or if I ate 5 and go, this is dumb? Like you said, I'm able to tap.
Yeah.
You would hate me, but I'm
no. I'm not going to hate you. I think I'm just more interested in the experiment of it all because 20 Peeps in 20 minutes does not sound that crazy. I
feel like I'm going to do it and maybe do the 20 and I'll be fine. And then once I get in the car on the way to Alabama, like, pull over, bitch. What are you
You're just going to be plugged up with marshmallows, dude.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm in.
All right,
I'm in.
Sweet. I'll bring the Peeps. I'll bring the Peeps tomorrow.
Oh, so kind of you.
So Peeps obviously the most predominant across. I don't necessarily like Drew Garabo hates Peeps. Like one of his most passionate things he hates. It's just a sugar-covered marshmallow.
I think I'm kind of over marshmallows. I know we got into the little talk about s'mores and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I barely will eat a s'more. I don't even know how to make it right until you told me.
Yeah.
But like, I just feel like marshmallows, to me, that was something I enjoyed as a kid, and I kind of outgrew it.
I think so, too. Like, I will have a s'more in the right circumstance, but I'm never going to be like, oh, let me have a marshmallow. Let me snack on a marshmallow. But going back to the most popular Easter candy in each state, the Swedish fish is also all over the map.
I thought that would have been a Halloween candy, not an Easter candy. What does fish have to do? Well, I guess you're not eating chicken and stuff on Easter, right?
But
like Good Friday and
stuff? It's not real fish, though. You know that, right?
Yes.
It's a gummy bear. It's like a gummy fish.
Yeah, the red fish.
I feel like I said that, and now you're trying to pivot.
No, the red fish. The red fish. Yeah. But I was trying to figure out, like, what does that tie into Easter?
I don't know. I mean, some of these are not inherently Easter candies. Swedish fish all over the map, which I thought my whole life they were, like, gross.
They are gross.
I don't think they're just red gummy things. Like they're not aggressive. They're not.
I feel like they're too hard to chew.
They're a little the texture. I can understand.
If they were a little softer, they'd be a little better. I think that's their biggest issue because like the flavor's not terrible.
Jelly bellies are also all over the map, which you clearly mentioned jelly beans, and I guess I get jelly beans on Easter.
I could eat jelly beans for about just under a handful.
Dude, it was so fun when the jelly bellies first came to the scene, and they had like I remember
styled ones.
Well, even before that probably, but I remember like buttered popcorn and all of the weird off the beaten path flavors they had.
It came in almost like this thing you would open up. People like these are the ones that taste like green mint, and
and then they did the thing with the wheel where some of them were like booger flavored and some of them were that was.
Well, that started with Harry Potter because they had Birdie Bots, and that would be like you can get one that tastes like puke, and you're like, okay, I guess.
There was a vomit one. There was a vomit one. Cadbury eggs, obviously very popular as well. Now,
Kinder Surprise, was that American or Canadian?
I think that's
Kinder Surprise. You get the chocolate egg, and there'd be a toy in it.
Yeah,
and you'd eat it, and then you could build like a little Pinocchio or whatever the hell it would be.
I thought Kinder it's actually Italian. Kinder is an Italian brand.
But they only, I don't think they sell in either here or Canada.
It's on the map.
Because someone asked, so it's here.
It is on
They sell them here and not in Canada because I remember someone being like, bring me back some Kinder Surprise when you visit.
What is that? I think that's Alabama. Kinder Joy is it's the only state that has it, but I believe that's Alabama.
I'll be in the hot spot Friday for them,
You're going to be able to be just gorging
kindered
yourself
on.
I'm kindered up, cuh. I'm trying to see. And so when the Reese's show up, By the way, I got so many angry messages about the way I say Reese's. Reese's.
Now you got
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's. Not Reese's. Reese's.
I think I say Reese's.
Yeah.
Okay. People were very mad. So anyways, the Reese's eggs all over the map. I personally think, because I love trying the different variations. You got the egg, you got the pumpkin, you got the tree. I think the tree nails it most of the time. And the eggs, they're more like eggs. They're three-dimensional, not like a flat tree. Like the egg is actually a little egg.
Yeah.
I don't know that would be on my top my Reese's picks.
They have to be on your top pick if you like peanut butter, because with those you undoubtedly get more peanut butter than chocolate, than the regular ratio.
Maybe I haven't had one in a while because I'm always looking for more. Peanut butter.
Yeah.
There is. Oh man, what is this state? Because there's only one state. It almost looks like half a state. Jolly Ranchers. I don't think Jolly Ranchers are. That's not an Easter treat.
I want to suck on it for Easter.
Did you were probably too young, because I was too, but I had cousins that were a little bit older that used to do it. Did you ever know about the craze of the Zima, where you take a Zima? You know what a Zima is?
No.
Oh, a Zima. Probably, honestly, the first ever version of a seltzer. Like a Zima was like a clear, I think, citrusy beverage that was like a beer, but it was. I don't even. Are you looking at it? What does it say? The flavor.
I put Zema, and that's definitely not
Zima.
Zima.
Yeah.
All right, Zima. No, I've never seen this. Oh, but I see what I think you're going with.
What
the Jolly Ranchers?
Yeah, what do they call it though? Like, how is it explained?
Oh, Zima is a clear carbonated citrus flavored malt beverage.
Okay, so it had a little bit of citrus flavor to it, but yeah, I remember the thing was.
Oh, it has alcohol.
Yeah, it's booze. So my older cousins used to take Jolly Ranchers and you put them in the Zima, and then your Zima would be flavored like whatever your Jolly Rancher was.
So it'd be like someone got the idea of lean from this. They go, well,
maybe
for Zima we've been putting Jolly Ranchers in. Why don't we just do this for the cough syrup?
Maybe. I think that's pretty much it. There's Starburst pops up all over the map as well, which I don't know what's Eastery about Starburst, but when I'm in the right mood, I could use Starburst.
So your biggest thing for Easter would be?
I like if I'm being hyper specific, I like a peanut butter stuffed bunny.
Okay.
Like if you can get a bunny, and it doesn't have to be the big giant bunny that you have to break with a hammer, like just a small bunny with peanut butter in it, that would probably be my truest my truest Easter pick if I had a choice.
I used to love those as a kid. Now I would probably not even chew on its ear. I don't know why.
The big ones. They're.
And as a kid, weirdly enough, because I was like, I don't really like it that much, but for some reason, the white chocolate ones tasted better to me. I'm not a white chocolate guy.
Dude, I love their eyeballs. Remember they had like the little candy eyeballs?
It'd be like the ones you'd put on cakes and stuff.
Yeah, I'd always just start gnawing on the eyeballs.
Cadbury mini eggs, that's my go-to. That's crack to me when it comes to Easter.
Is there cream in there?
No, it's just a regular shell, hard shell with the chocolate.
And then ooey gooey.
No goo in it.
What is it?
Just chocolate.
Just more hard chocolate?
No, the candy coat isn't chocolate. I don't think it's just candy.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I might not know what a freaking Cadbury egg is.
For real?
Yeah. I might not because
not the gooey ones. That's a cream egg.
Also Cadbury.
Yes, that's the confusion. Cadbury mini eggs. That's what they were called. You don't remember these? What the hell is loading these?
I feel like I've seen them, but Drew, who will join us in a moment, dude, I'm gonna let him tell it. I believe he has one of the most insane food stories gone wrong.
Yeah.
And it stems from a Cadbury egg, I believe, stuff of nightmares.
I have one as well. I wonder if it's. I'm going to write it down and see if we had the same experience.
No way, because if it happened to you, it would have been the first thing you said when we brought up Cadbury eggs. This is so traumatic.
I didn't eat it, but it was at a church and someone ate it, and I didn't eat it before that. That's the only reason it didn't come up right away.
Then maybe it might be. All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's time to fire up John's Joints. Plenty to get to in the world today. Our president is giving an impromptu speech to the nation at 9 o'clock. We'll cover that, see what the hell might be going on, maybe revisit the fact that we're going to the moon later this afternoon, and an update. Yesterday, we talked about Kid Rock and how the pilots of the helicopter, the military helicopter that visited him, had been suspended. Well, go figure. Things have changed in the last 24 hours. We'll give you all that and a bunch more. Coming up next with Drew Garabo in John's Joints. If you're in the market for a new Ford truck, go see Bob Murray and the crew at Furman Ford, because right now during Furman Ford's Truck Month sales event, qualified buyers that finance with Ford credit get 0% APR financing, $0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s in stock. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy a new truck, the time is now before these deals are gone. And if you need service and you can't make it into the dealership, Furman Ford's mobile service comes to your home, office, or anywhere. Certified techs, genuine parts, quality work at your doorstep. You got to check out the big, beautiful showroom on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com. Make sure to let them know that John Senning sent you.
Mother Ocean, I have heard you call.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. Tomorrow night, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Benchmark International Arena to take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. The game starts at 7 p.m. Don't miss a single game. Listen to every Lightning game all season right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Walk-ons in Tampa and Wesley Chapel are always a win. Whether it's a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weekend dinner, they got you covered. Catch all the college basketball action at Walk-On Sports Bistro with great beer specials while you cheer on your favorite teams. And starting March 15th through April 6th, take part in the Courtside Comeback Challenge. Just pick up a Courtside Comeback card in the restaurant. Each visit earns you a stamp. And once you collect all 5 stamps, you'll be entered for a chance to win a pair of custom Nike shoes. It's a fun way to keep the tournament energy going all season long. Walk-Ons, where every fan feels like a winner.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
When choosing an engagement ring, the diamond is important. But just as important, the ring itself, the setting, the look. She doesn't want ordinary. She wants something that she's dreamed about her whole life. Something that reflects her style and personality. And that's where International Diamond Center comes in. IDC is the only jeweler here that carries all the top bridal designers. Rings that other stores aren't even allowed to offer. Thousands to choose from. An IDC ring is unlike any other. Artistic, innovative design, handcrafted precision, exceptional detail and quality. And to complete the look, no other jeweler has our selection of dazzling diamonds. Whether you're looking for a scintillating natural diamond or an eye-catching lab-grown diamond, IDC's experts can show you all the options. So there's no compromise. At IDC, we have all the tools to create the ring of her dreams. No compromises, no cut corners, nothing short of perfection. In a world filled with ordinary, for this once-in-a-lifetime moment, choose extraordinary. Choose International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Joint with your host, John Senning.
For we are is all we get. Then I'ma live with no regret. Life's too short to stress out. Life's too short. I've watched my old man cry. Don't you live your life like mine. Life's too short to stress.
Welcome back to Senning Show. It is that time of day. We're firing up John's Joint, the news of the world, with some nuggets of life and much, much more. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. And the Stinky Fish King himself, the one and only Drew Garabo, joins the program. I gotta say, dude, primo reverse April Fool's joke. I have to say, the mental games you played today with Monica and Ethan, really just next level. Andy Kaufman-esque, I would say. When everybody thinks you're going to go left, you go right. It was just a work of art.
Thank you. I wish I could take credit for it and say that there was some sort of swerve that I had planned for you, but I'm just so mortified that anybody had to smell my fish that I was contrite. I'm sorry, everyone. Today I'll eat my cold fish in a bag.
I will. I do have to say as well, and I'm not trying. Nobody's trying to pile on anybody, but when I did step into this little narrow hallway area, I did smell something.
May I explain what happened?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, nobody's on trial here, but please do.
Okay. Last night, I warmed up my delicious baked cod from Publix at $22.99 a pound. Not a cheap fish. I had prepared it at home.
Did not come from the bottom of the bay, according to what some people said.
Some say that.
Yeah, bottom feeder, I think.
Scraped from the bottom.
Yeah.
Some say that.
Okay.
So I warmed it up. I brought it in here. I shoveled it in my mouth, prison style. I threw it away in that trash can that's right behind you. Eric and Maurice, you know Eric, who runs the board for
love Eric,
Lightning, great guy. They were both in here. I left the studio. I immediately turned around. I said, oh, my God, I just threw away my fish in the studio. Picked the plate out of the trash can along with whatever was underneath it, moved it out to the break room, then took the trash can that was in here and swapped it out with another trash can that was in the hallway. So the fact that someone smelled it means I dropped the ball somewhere. I'm done warming up fish at work. I'm going to eat cold fish in a bag today. I don't want to offend anyone, especially not Ethan, a superstar in this building. In his own mind. Just amazed he was able to get a takeoff between Van Halen and 38 Special.
We're back, baby.
I got to give you what you want.
No, it's
do Monica now.
Yeah, no. I didn't even know what was like. Maurice texted me.
Oh, he did.
He texted you too?
Yeah. Both Maurice and John texted me at almost the exact same time, and I'm like, oh God. So I jump on the YouTube feed and I see Drew's gonna call it Drew, and so I called in not knowing what the hell was happening, and it turns out I'm Hitler.
Yeah, it was. Man, when I heard them say Drew is on the line, I thought, here we go. This is Scotty and Abby Who, because nobody will remember that. Nobody will remember that beef by the end of this week. I like Ethan a lot. He's a great dude. Really nice wife. He helps Mo on the Mo Rock show. He's a good dude. Good dude. We all love each other.
Yeah,
around here, believe it or not.
Yeah.
John's Joints being brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash. Right now, the pollen is falling, and you might think, I just washed my car. I need to go back through. Well, you can with the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. They've got the long wash tunnels, which mean your car will be cleaner. The spacious vacuums, which are really, really nice, because a lot of these places, you're bumping into the person next to you. The staff is always there. Sometimes they'll even take your floor mats and run them through that futuristic machine that shakes them clean. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill, with a brand new location in South Tampa on South Dale Mabry. Make your way in today, and you will have the cleanest car in town every time you Bull Down. Dude, I feel like just because you're the cat daddy, I have to do my cat updates with you.
Yeah, please. I would like
that. So we have these. I don't know why they were made, but they're like drains for the pool area. So if you envision the screen around the pool area, like right on both sides of the pool, there are these little holes, which I think are made for water to be able to run out from the concrete if it rains.
Okay,
and it's it's about that big, and the cat now has figured out doesn't need to be let in through the door. The cat this morning figured out that it can come in through the drain on the side. So I'm legit sitting. I'm leaned back on the. I'm leaned back in the little lounger thing outside on my phone, looking for stuff for the show, and just before I can even realize what happens, dude, this cat is in my lap and just flops on its back in my freaking lap. I'm going to them tonight. I'm going to the neighbors tonight. And here's the biggest thing, and the biggest reason why. 99.9% positive this cat is not fixed, which is absolutely insane.
It is.
Because and it all jokes aside, and this cat may be our cat one day, a little bit of a disagreement in our household, but that cat is gonna go get another cat pregnant, and then those kittens will be our problem.
Yes.
So I think I don't think these people are good pet owners, but to have a cat that is not fixed going out. Thank you.
Yes.
And funny thing is, it's not, because that's not what's going on with these people. I don't know if I need to explain that. So, needless to say, I don't know.
You beat me too.
I don't know. I don't know what these people are going to say. I don't see it going well. Well, how do you confront somebody and be like, hey, this cat's around all the time, and I don't know. There's not a way to say it where you're not coming at them.
Let's workshop it. I'm going to be the pet owner, and you be you.
Okay,
it's a part you were born to play. All right, I'm the pet owner.
I'm his wife.
All right.
Oh, yeah, good. Thank you. Hey, baby, somebody at the damn door.
I'll get it.
All right, you better get it. I'm going to be right behind you. Oh, it's that bearded freak from up the block. You smell like ganja.
Yes, hello. How may we help you?
Quit knocking.
Hey, you guys. How you doing tonight?
Sup?
Hey, I'm not sure. I spoke to somebody a few weeks ago. There was a younger lady about a cat. I think do you guys have a cat?
We may.
Sir,
Go on.
Well, this cat. I love the cat. The cat has been visiting us every day, morning and night. He's been coming into the lanai. He's even snuck into our house a couple times. Sweetest cat ever.
Yeah.
But I'm just a little worried because we've got coyotes everywhere, but even more than that, the other feral cats, and it looks, according to this cat's giant balls, that
you've been looking at my cat's ball sack.
It looks like the cat is not fixed. Yeah, and so I think we're going to take it upon ourselves to get the cat fixed, because if we don't, then we're going to end up having to deal with the kittens that end up in our backyard.
Well, you broke it, you fix it. MFA.
So I mean, do you want to keep the cat? I guess I'm just here to try and figure out.
Yeah.
Do you guys want the cat? Is the cat yours? Because it's not really safe for it to be out, and it's definitely not safe for it to be out while it's not fixed.
Yeah. $250.
Dude, I I honestly,
they're going to sell you the cat.
I think that is, without exaggeration, that was the number one thing that they were that I think they're going to try and do.
They will. I tell you what, you give me $250, that cat is yours. And if he says that to you, I'll give you the $250 so you can have that cat.
And honestly, that may be the best bet. And we're in a weird place because I don't know that we can bring him into the cat. Like so today, this cat was all over me. And
so he just walked right into your, like he figured out a way to get into your house.
Yes. Well, I was in the lanai.
He reversed Shawshank into
right? So I was.
That cat fall through 50 feet of raw sewage, just end up in John's lap.
So the doors were shut, but he still did get in. And wow. But it is crazy because I'm allergic, and during the time I'm like I think everything's fine. Like I haven't had an outbreak yet, but then for some reason, even after I showered on my way in, started getting itchy on my neck and just having a crazy sneezing fit. So I don't know what to do. Danielle was not happy that I let it in the house, and she's kind of like, and she's got a good take in that. I don't know. It's just
what's her take?
Well, no, it's just a tough time at the house right now, and it just kind of we're trying to get our beloved dog through this phase of his final chapter, for lack of a better term.
Yes.
And she's kind of just like, this isn't the time. This isn't the time to have this cat inside. But what my response to her, and she loves the cat. Like she's out there petting it every morning. She loves when it comes around. But my take is, how terrible are we going to feel if something happens to this cat? Like if you know, I'm pretty sure already when it showed up today, it probably got in a tussle last night. It had like a little like mark on the back of its neck, and its coat was all kind of looking mangy. So I think, because we got some badass, probably been there for a decade plus tomcats that roll the neighborhood, and this little guy is not fit for those battles. So
not for the streets.
It's just like,
why don't you let me come get it?
And maybe that's the best bet. And then I don't know where it goes.
It'll go to Charlie's Kitten Rescue.
But I also, like, what I would really like to see happen, and this is selfish and insane, is for it to be safe in the in-between time. And then once we get to a point in our life where it can be more of a realistic opportunity, we then really talk about bringing the cat in.
Okay, well then I will run this by Pam and the people at the farm. We have an open condo spot. We just keep the cat there. Wait for you to be ready. In the meantime, if somebody adopts it, I'm sure you'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I would. I just love this cat. I'm trying to fight it so much, but I've never had a cat. I don't know that I've ever had any animal react to me the way that this cat does. I mean, as much as I love my dog, and when he was young, he would be nuzzling me and was sweet. This cat is freaking cessed with me. Like this cat, I stand up, it's at my feet. It wants to be where I am. It just wants to be loved on. And it's just really, really hard to figure out what to do. And it's really, really hard to watch him stroll off back to nature.
Oh, man.
Not a cat guy.
So you have you been allergic your whole life?
Yes.
You tried, like, I'm sure, Claritin D.
Well, and I haven't had many opportunities. Fun fact, the worst thing that ever happened to me, and I think it actually made it worse, was when me and Danielle first started dating. She had a cat, Wonder Cat, R.I.P., and I was over at their house, and this cat was like walking on the couch behind me, and it didn't do it to be totally mean, but it bit my ear, and I couldn't breathe. Like I was gasping for air. I had into a sneezing fit. My throat swelled up. And then after that, it made it worse. Like I couldn't be around the cat anymore. And since that period of time, I don't think I've been around a cat very, very much.
This is quite the quandary, John.
Yeah,
you don't want to bring it in, and then you're sleeping, it walks over you, and you never wake up.
Like, your throat closes up, you know?
You want to know how far this thing got this morning?
Tell me.
Brushed the cat.
You did?
I brushed the cat.
I
don't even brush my own cat.
Yeah. Well, it comes around, it has all this hair falling off it. So I'm like,
animal lover.
Let me brush this. Contrary to popular belief, I do what I can.
I talked to Monica today, and she was after she was making fun of Drew. She was saying that she wanted to bring in toys for you.
Yes,
for the cat.
and I would love that, but it is just it's just a tough time right now, all the way around. I don't know any other way to say it.
You know, Josh Maloney's beautiful female. Are they married?
I think they are. I think
they're still engaged. Are they married now?
I'm not sure.
Jen?
I hesitated before saying that. Whatever Jen is, she's an amazing person and cat rescue.
Yeah.
She could hold on to it for you, I'm sure.
That was the other.
Nominate you,
that
Jen.
was the other thing that we got into a little bit of a disagreement about last night, because we were talking like, we need to go get this thing. We need to go get it fixed. So Danielle remember the cat, what was it called? Cat trap fever. lady that came and helped us when we had all the cats in our backyard.
Yeah.
She runs just a business volunteer group. They catch cats in people's yards, take them and get them fixed, and then bring them back.
So they steal your cat, fix it.
Well, it's not your cat. It's just feral cats.
Okay, gotcha.
They go get feral cats so they don't just multiply. She's like, well, just call her and we'll pass it off. And I said, and this is probably me being overly whatever. I said, no, we'll take it to our vet and get it fixed there.
Oh.
And then I guess maybe now that I'm talking out loud, it doesn't make much sense. I was just pretty much like, I don't want this cat to just be going through the neutering mill where it's just all these all the street cats.
Yeah.
That I was
So
like,
afraid,
I was like,
yeah.
I'd like to take it to an actual vet. And she's like, well, then if it's not coming back here for us to take care of it, it's going to have to stay there for a couple days. And then that's going to be multiple days of overnight stays at the vet. And it's a thing.
I got the solution.
Okay.
All right. You dress it up like a duck.
Okay.
All right. And there's a lady you can call and pay her $12 to come take that duck and bring it somewhere else. What do you think about that?
What happened? Did something happen to you with a Cadbury egg? Am I making that up?
No, you're not. That's a very good memory you have.
Because Diz, I don't know if you heard him. He said he had a horrific childhood memory from a Cadbury egg, and he thinks it might be the same thing that happened to you. And I told him no way in hell.
Yeah, it happened at a church. I'm not going to say what it is to give it away, but there was something to do with the eggs, and I didn't get to eat one, thankfully. But I know if I did, traumatized for life.
So it wasn't a Cadbury egg. It was a Cadbury chocolate bar.
Okay.
But great memory on the brand. We had gotten a bunch of them in the discount bin at Eckerd Drugs. And my aunt was down from New York. My grandma's down from New York. We're all eating chocolate at the table. And my aunt just goes, oh, there's worms in here.
Oh, close.
Oh,
and
man.
I think they were little like homosexuals. I don't say maggot.
Yeah.
They were little homosexuals. Maggot sounds so bad.
Okay.
And they were like still alive
my
and squirming, and we all had them in our chocolate bars.
You bit through one and that happened.
Oh yeah.
I knew that there was probably no chance that it was that bad. What happened at the church?
So what's worse?
A priest molested you while you're eating one.
A chocolate bar of
worms.
What did you call
Maggots, homosexuals.
Homosexuals.
Yeah.
Or when you go bite into it, it was a Cadbury egg, the one with the cream.
With the cream?
Yeah. Spider webs all in it.
Spider webs?
Spider webs were all
like instead of cream?
Like there was some cream in there, but I remember one of the kids ate it. He's like, "This tastes weird." My mom's like, "It tastes weird." Every time it was at church, and because she was a Sunday school teacher, she split one open. And she said, you can't tell where the egg started and the web started.
What the hell?
I had one in my hand, and I was like, oh, and I threw it across the room. But it was spider web all through the egg.
Why is that worse than a maggot? To me, that sounds so disgusting.
Sounds worse to me because I picture you eat it, and now spiders are laying eggs in your body.
Dude, I don't know.
Coming at your skin.
Oh, maggots to me are a sleeper like fear. Like there is something I'd like to know. Where does a maggot come from? Like if I take a piece of beef,
I know the answer.
And so if I take a piece of beef, and I throw it in my trash can and it sits on the curb for 3 days, and then I come back and there's maggots everywhere. Were they birthed from the rotten meat?
They were not. Do you
really know, or is
I
this
do. I do. Unfortunately, I do.
I want to see if I knew.
We left some chicken in our trash can when we went on vacation somewhere, and then came back and there were maggots everywhere. Flies come along.
Yeah, so I wrote flies.
And lay eggs.
Oh, so it is that.
Yeah. And the maggot, I believe, is a fly larva, and that's where it comes
from.
from.
That's still crazy to me, though, because like we had a maggot situation not that long ago in our trash can, and the lid was closed.
Mm-hmm.
So to think that the flies, I guess, can just get through anything.
Yeah.
You want to know why I have a fear of maggots? Probably this is an insanely disgusting
Homophobia?
story, and don't let it momophobia.
He's a real Rio.
Yeah, and it don't and don't let this be a sign. We were a fairly clean family, but we did live across from a cornfield, and we were rugged.
Okay.
Something happened in the garage. I don't know. I'd have to ask my dad to this day, like what went wrong. But something happened. Maybe something died. Maybe something happened where, without exaggeration, my dad ended up going to the garage and he had a big ass push broom, and there was a pile as big as this board of maggots. And my dad pushed it to the middle of the garage soaked it in gasoline, and then set it on fire.
What a real man, right
Dude,
there.
and I just remember
We're gonna burn them alive, brother.
I was probably 8, 9 years old, and the image of the squirming, burning maggots.
They're screaming,
It's like, no.
it's such a fire. I'm aflame. I stopped myself.
Yeah, don't get. People won't believe you actually got fired. If you got fired.
I love that segment. By the way,
that was
great.
my. By the way, spoiler alert. That was my plan today. Was to do something where we made everybody believe that Diz got in trouble, and I wanted John Brennan to be in on it.
Yeah.
And John Brennan was like, absolutely not. We're not doing that.
Oh, yeah. Stick in the mud.
Yeah, and then Mike O was nearby, and he goes, "Yeah, faking perpetuating a hoax on the air is against the FCC."
Why is he such a killjoy?
I was like,
when did they turn into nerds?
I was like, what is going on? That being said, she needs to post it or send it to me so I could post it. Jenna, I did the AI fun John Brennan egg thing. Jenna has a picture of John Brennan as an egg that is the funniest damn thing.
Oh,
you'll
yeah?
see. Like, it's not just his head. It's him like as a full-blown egg with clothes on and everything.
That's awesome.
I don't support this.
Well, and the thing is yesterday I saw him and he had a beard, and I was thinking he's definitely growing that beard out to make himself look less egg-like.
You got to him.
Today, no beard.
Really?
Yeah. So
Still didn't look like an egg to me.
No. Yeah, nothing. Definitely not white and smooth like an egg at all.
I'm sure you remember, John, the only time I ever had to sit down with human resources and.
That was.
Only time.
One time.
One time.
15
That
years
is insane,
here.
right?
15 years.
Yeah.
I know a guy who was me. One time in 15 years.
That was was it the bowling tournament thing?
Not a tournament, but John Moore, who used to work at the Eagle, I had just gotten Pin Chasers as a client. And this dude sends out a mass email saying, "Hey, wouldn't it be fun to have a bowling league?" So I'm like, I was in your face, me. So I read the email. I go, "Listen to this dude. Hey, wouldn't it be fun to have a bowling league?"
Oh my God.
And he didn't really care for that too much, and went to HR. Not even went to John. Went to HR.
Oh man.
And so they sat me down, made me apologize. So I had a witness come in with me, and I walked into a studio, and I go, "Hey, John, I'm sure sorry you got upset over me reading your email on the air like that. It won't happen again." Zoom. And then he went to HR about that and said it wasn't sufficient.
All of that being said, that prick Ethan's still worse though.
Yeah. Yeah, look what happened. They got rid of him and brought do you remember, because you were a part of it as well, do you remember how we found out or how I was accosted by Christy Knight after I made the Ram Me Christ letters in the Dove studio?
Dude, I had forgotten about that, and when you said it,
Dude, I forgot about it too until Diz started telling his story. And,
out of our 3 stories, that's the worst.
That's
the
so
worst.
great.
Gold, silver, bronze.
Yeah.
I remember we found out she was not thrilled about it, and then I think we saw her in the hallway.
I'm telling you,
she confronted you at the toy drive?
It happened at the toy. I don't think we knew anything about it until she brought it up that day. Because remember, I think there was like a video of it. I was mortified. I hid under the table because out of nowhere she's just like, "I need to talk to you guys about something. Have you been recording in the Dove studio?"
Oh yeah.
I mean, she could have if that was anybody who took it a little more seriously.
Yeah.
That one probably could have went sideways.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
She is. Tonight, big night, maybe bad night, either way. President Donald Trump will give an update on the Iran war this evening. The news comes after Trump shared an updated timeline for the end of the war yesterday, telling reporters in the Oval Office that he expects to be over within 2 weeks, maybe 3. And then I don't know, maybe it's out of nowhere, but 9 p.m. tonight, it will be on I always wonder how and who dictates when a presidential address gets to take over everything. Now with social media being what it is, there's like a leaked document that shows what was sent from the White House to the media outlets. And it shows, it's going to be 9 o'clock to be 20 minutes. And it was requesting that all networks carry it. And I don't know if all they have to do is ask. But from what I understand, this will be on every channel tonight at 9 o'clock. And I was looking around, still, for the most part, unknown what exactly he's going to say.
You think it'll be an April Fool's joke of some sort?
No, I don't think so.
The climate's very ripe for that.
Well, so you know that Australia and England last night both came out right after Trump made the announcement, and their leaders came out, and I think it already happened where they came out and gave a statement, and theirs was more of like we're in trouble with this energy crisis and that we need to start being thoughtful about our oil usage and things like that. That was kind of the messaging from them. So I don't know if that is going to be what this is about. I don't know if it's going to be we're ending the war or we're sending in ground troops. I think flip a coin. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen tonight.
I think it's going to be 20 minutes of go to hell NATO and then,
That's who they
and
did
then
say,
10 minutes of like the war's almost over, which it's probably not.
Because I think he did give that tease, right? He said he's going scorched earth on NATO tonight.
Yeah.
Which, why not piss everybody off?
Sure.
It'll be
Things
fine.
are great.
Everything's going to be just fine. You both called it yesterday. We talked about the Army helicopters that flew up to Kid Rock's swimming pool where he clapped and saluted. And it was broke right around the time of the joints that they had suspended these helicopter pilots. And you guys joked. Somebody said they'll give them a Purple Heart. They're going to end up, championing these guys. Well, U.S. Defense Secretary, I think, I don't even think that's what it's called anymore. The U.S.
Secretary of War,
U.S. Warman, Pete Hegseth, announced yesterday that the suspensions of the 2 U.S. Army helicopter pilots who hovered next to entertainer Kid Rock's swimming pool while he clapped and saluted over the weekend have been lifted. In the Post reads exactly, "Thank you, Kid Rock. U.S. Army pilot suspension lifted. No punishment, no investigation. Carry on, Patriots."
Salute. How do you feel about it, John?
I feel really backed into a corner right now.
You love Kid Rock?
I do, but I do not love this. I'll tell you, I do not. The problem is, and you could do a million different things. You could create this scenario. If we were living under a Democratic president and this happened and it was Bruce Springsteen standing out by his pool saluting, everybody on the other side would be losing their freaking mind. I actually think, surprisingly, this isn't really getting that much run. I feel like it's kind of a bigger story. Maybe it's because there's so much other terrible stuff happening that we get to not pay much attention to it. But it just feels maybe not a big deal, but also the suspension and the lifting of the suspension, and for Pete Hegseth to put out a post saying "Carry on, Patriots," like it just. I don't know. I don't like the way that it feels. That's all I can really say.
The only concern I have, I think we just yesterday or the day before we lost a plane or a helicopter in a training exercise that went bad and the pilot ejected. If you're on a training mission, you should probably stick to the training mission and not go do a flyby of the replica White House at Kid Rock's place.
That was, and maybe I would find it funnier if they said, "Oh, we just got lost in the sauce. We thought it was the White House. we forgot where we were, and it just looked so much like the White House that we just thought we'd do a little cruise by." But I don't know that they should have been suspended in the first place. I almost wonder if the suspension was never really real, so that they could make a spectacle of lifting the suspension and carry on, Patriots. Well, we played. I also didn't like the fact that we played the audio yesterday where Kid Rock said, "Well, I'm buddies with the president, so suck on that." Like, a million different ways you could say it, but saying like I am above other people because I'm friends with the president, I did not like that.
You think Bob Ritchie carries like a card with him that like gets him out of trouble no matter what because he's boys with Trump?
Probably would not surprise me at all if he did. What a time.
Sorry, I was speeding, officer, but check this card out.
It's Trump dressed as, what is his name, Moneypenny from Monopoly, whatever. Get out of jail for free.
Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah.
Do not go anywhere. We've got more joints to fire up. NFL football headed to Orlando. What does that mean? I'll let you know. And also, man, we're always talking about all of the people moving to Tampa Bay. That has changed majorly. Is it going to be a good thing or a bad thing? We'll try to work through it. Coming up next, more Senning Show, more joints to burn. Don't go anywhere.
Shoes on and I'm at the door.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We have a report of a crash US 19 north in Pinellas at Sunset Point Road. Also a wreck with lane blockage, McMullen Booth at Tampa Road. Earlier crash, Tom Stewart Causeway at Doomy Road in Hillsborough. Meanwhile, 275 north at Ashley Drive wreck and the right lane block. Stop and go to about West Shore Boulevard. This is Eric with traffic.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Here at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet arch support system.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better. Being able to move freely means everything to me. And good movement starts with the feet.
Stop by one of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 6.09%, APR 6.12% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's one thing to get great service before the sale, but what happens after the sale? If you get your windows from WeatherTight Windows, you can rest assured that you'll be taken care of throughout the entire process, even after installation. This is very important to WeatherTight Mike, and it's one of the things that really sets WeatherTight apart from other competitors. WeatherTight Mike holds his employees to the highest standards, just like the quality of his cookies.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Need parts fast? Need them now? O'Reilly is fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly Auto Parts stand apart. Right now at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts, you can get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 qualifying brake rotors. Ask the professional parts people about additional brake pad and rotor upgrade options available at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Get ready for Tampa Bay's ultimate adults-only egg hunt. Kegs and Eggs brings craft beer, games, and thousands of prize-filled eggs, including cash. Join the party at the Bay Area Renaissance Festival in Dade City on April 4th. Get tickets at kegsandeggstampa.com.
Being in a crash? Don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm meteorologist Jim Weber in the Sky Tower Weather Center. Partly cloudy skies for today. It's a warm one. We'll see that daytime high into the mid to upper 80s here in Tampa, topping out right around 87 degrees. Mainly clear skies for tonight. Mild night, low temperature of 68. Scattered clouds as we head into Thursday. Those rain chances are heading up as well. Rain chance up to about 40% during the afternoon. Daytime high, 86.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You are in the midst of John's Joints. We try to bring you the biggest news of the day. Sometimes we pepper in nuggets of life, other things that might be going on. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. That is Drew Garabo. Drew Garabo Live is headed your way in roughly 20 minutes. You want to snort?
No, I don't, but that smell is...
Oh, yeah. Give us your notes. I don't know if you heard us talking about it, but...
I did. It's a nice almondy vanilla...
Oh, look at that.
Burnt scent to it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, this is... wow. What was it?
It was this barrel pick that we're doing for with Liquor Depot, and we're going to hopefully donate a bunch of money to Satchel's Last Resort and help out a bunch of dogs. Yeah, it's very, very, very delightful.
Trey's very delightful.
He's a sweet guy. And shout out to, I believe, Patrick Smith, who gifted me a bottle and then also left me a bunch of nice glasses in the office as well.
Oh, man.
Sweeties all over the place.
That's a nice smell.
You want to snort?
I don't, but I really enjoy the smell. Whiskey can be risky, but you don't drink bourbon if you're urban. Is that true?
Did you make that up?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's good.
Thank you. I tried it out in the Bone Chat and YouTube.
You need to get those shirts made. What's the last beverage you had? I know you haven't been boozing much. What was the last drink you had?
Actually, it was with you.
Oh, was it the tequila? Or what were we doing?
Hallstatt?
No, at Rise Up. Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we can totally tell the story, but I'll just say that for a specific reason, Drew needed something to drink, and all I had was a bottle of tequila. Oh. And he was like, I guess I'm having my first drink in months.
Yeah, it was that. But then before that, it was New Year's Eve with you at Cheeky's.
Oh, Cheeky's. We had the, what'd you have?
I think I had a glass of champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah.
By the way, I rolled up in here yesterday. What other offices early in the morning can you roll up and there was just a platter of champagne out in the break room? Did you guys see that?
Yeah, what was that for?
I have no idea. I don't know what was being celebrated.
A charcuterie?
Yeah, there was I really got to say, they roll out the red carpet for some of these people.
Yeah. Oh, they do. By the way, I know you're an animal lover, a real one. Meter had his dog up here today.
Oh my gosh.
Dog.
Dude,
okay.
Did you see the dog? Dude.
No, did you hear Monica talk about it?
I did, and she
Wolfie,
didn't know who's,
right?
Yeah. Dude, he's cool.
Dude, it's a Wolfie.
You got this.
A Pomsky.
That's it.
Pomeranian Husky mix.
Oh,
so it's like a little dog, but it looks like a freaking wolf, and it was so sweet.
Yeah, she said she was running back from the bathroom break, and it thought she was playing, so I ran with her, and she's like, "Whose dog was it?"
Yeah.
Well, it's trained to attack undocumented immigrants, so that's what you get. Mess with me. I love you, Monica.
We love you. Just for those that don't know, I think you're going to be able to see it. Go out at around 6:24, 6:25, 6:30 tonight and look to the east. And it's not going to be the greatest ever in Tampa Bay, but I think that we still within the range where you will be able to see Artemis, which is the spaceship / shuttle that's going to the moon, but not on the moon.
Huh?
They're just going to the moon.
And back?
Yeah, literally.
Huh.
It's the launch attempt. The mission's first comes after delays in February and March. It will propel the mission to orbit. Hold on. Which will propel the mission to orbit is complete, and the astronauts are getting suited up before the journey.
It's a 10-day journey. They're doing like a ribbon. Like they're starting here and they're going around the moon and coming back.
Oh, all right.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, well, I am. I'm just trying to work through that's 100% factual. There's another little detail here about what the astronauts do on the day that they launch.
What do they do? Drink Tang?
No, they wear green and eat Lucky Peanuts. Which I know you're not a peanut guy.
This is a D's Nuts joke?
No, peanuts have also been spotted at the press site carrying on the long tradition of Lucky Peanuts that began at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in the 1960s. They've been eating peanuts.
So the Challenger,
I was going to say,
they didn't have any peanuts?
That would be my first thought.
Can you imagine if they're like, oh my God, we forgot the peanuts? We'll be fine.
Yeah, we're good.
Dude, that's crazy to think.
Yeah.
If they, because I would just say if they did eat peanuts on that day, I would think that the Lucky Peanut rule would be out the window.
Yeah, I know that one of them had a real bad dandruff problem.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. They found her head and shoulders in the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Rest in peace, Kristen McAuliffe.
Oh, no. How old were you when that happened?
Do I need an alibi? No. I think I was in high school, like 11th grade.
People who were of age then, they talk about it like it's one of those things you remember where you were, and I think they say that they rolled the TVs in the classroom to show everybody before they knew that it was going to blow up. So you're like, hey, look what's going to happen, kids, and then it's like, oh, no.
So we knew something had gone wrong. We used to watch every shuttle launch because Orlando's like 45 minutes from there. So we're all out during a break, and we're looking up at the sky, and you could see the shuttle go this way, and then something went wrong. You could tell, and so we all run back inside and turn on the TV, and then boom, you find out what happened.
It's just
crazy.
It is absolutely crazy. Speaking about the space and all these things, I don't know if you heard at the beginning of the show, I said I think there's something more to Artemis. I don't believe that it's just going. So the exact answer is it is a 10-day crewed mission around the moon and back. So they're going around the moon and back. It will be the furthest into space that human beings have ever been, supposedly, if you believe what they're selling. I think there's either intergalactic war or something maybe to go, even if it's to go up and monitor a meteor or an asteroid or something. I just think with all this stuff falling from the sky, with all of the talk of UAPs and UFOs over the past however many years, during this time for it to happen, it just feels weird. But did you see, and not that this guy is to be believed, but there are other people who have spoke about it at congressional hearings and things like that. Did you see the interview that Matt Gaetz did on a podcast where he said he was briefed by a military official whistleblower who told Congress about a I don't know the exact terminology used. I think they said interracial, but essentially the idea was there are places on Earth where they are breeding aliens with humans.
What?
Yeah.
Do you see Anna Polina Luna wants like the release of these UAP like now?
She's one of the other ladies that I saw had at least spoke about it at a hearing before the alien breeding.
Breeding humans with aliens for what?
Hold on. I think I might have it here.
Who do you think, like of all celebrities, who do you think could possibly be a hybrid alien person?
That's a good
question.
question.
Buscemi, I think.
Who?
Elon. Is that what
Elon is. Elon's almost a gimme.
And I had someone come and brief me who was in a military uniform, worked for the United States Army, that was briefing me on the locations of hybrid breeding programs where captured aliens were breeding with humans to create some hybrid race that could engage in intergalactic communication. An actual uniformed member of the United States Army briefed me on that.
Non-human biologics, interracial alien mating?
It's just a different race.
What the F is going on? Look, wait a second. You had whistleblowers tell you this kind of thing? Can you please unpack that?
I had a guy who was uniformed. He was a senior enlisted.
It's just maybe fun for a second to think about how deep it really could go. Like the person who truly knows the most, and there's got to be one person who knows more than the rest. Like, what do they know? What has actually happened? Have we communicated with aliens? Are we holding aliens somewhere.
Yes, all 8 of those disappearing scientists could have told you, but they're gone.
My favorite part of that video is like, some guy in fatigues told me something.
Right.
So it has to be true. He was in the uniform.
I will tell you again. The source not the best.
Yeah.
He's just like it was a guy. He had the camo thing.
Yeah.
He had it on.
Mr. Gates, was that before or after you trafficked underage women across state lines to do ecstasy at sex-fueled orgies?
It was never found guilty.
Oh, yeah.
What did I was looking for it during the break and I didn't see it. Was that a Daily Mail thing about another scientist that disappeared?
It was. I'll send it to you right now. It was. I think they didn't just disappear, but it's someone who disappeared a while ago who they're now linking to the other people who disappeared. If that makes any sense.
One thing happens, okay. 2 things happen, okay. 4 or 5 things happen. I think you're looking at a pattern and something more is afoot, and probably worried that these people are going to share information that they have. Is my thought.
Yep.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to Disney World, baby. The Jags will play most of their 2027 home games in Orlando after the NFL owners rubber-stamped a proposal Tuesday that has been years in the making and essentially a done deal for months. They voted unanimously at the league's annual meetings in Arizona to allow the team to temporarily relocate next year's home slate during the final stages of a $1.4 billion stadium renovation. Jacksonville started searching for a home away from home when it unveiled plans for the stadium of the future in 2023. So a pretty cool opportunity for people in Orlando to check out some NFL football. It just made me think about the timing, the fact that you have a very competitive team that could be in a position to make a deep run. I believe that it will be, if there are playoff games in their home playoff games, they'll be in Orlando.
Oh yeah, Camping World. And Orlando, their home market for the NFL is not Tampa Bay. Their home market is Jacksonville. So they don't get the Bucs games. They get Jaguar games instead.
Yeah, it will be very interesting. What a bizarre set of circumstances. Like if they made a run at the Super Bowl and they played their Super Bowl season in a stadium that wasn't in the town in which they are technically hosted.
I would like to go see. We used to go watch. UCF used to play at that building back when it was the Orange Bowl. So it's ready for football.
I hate that stadium though.
When's the last time you were there? When's the last time you were there?
Oh no, they have upgraded because we saw WrestleMania there. They've made some serious.
Since then,
even. What year it was? It was because it would have been when it was like the Premier League was playing there. So
because we went, I can't remember what it was. It might have been Garth Brooks.
2022.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I think this was after that. I think this was 23. But they did, because I was there before. I had been there before for a handful of things. I think we were there for a Monster Jam and something else. And I would have agreed. It felt dilapidated. Yeah. When we went back last time, all of the seats were new. They had these, like, in the concourses. I thought it was really cool. It wasn't all just open air, like just regular seats. When you went into the concourse, they had these multiple big like glass enclosures, so you could go into the air conditioning from your seats. So like all the food and the tables and everything were air conditioned. So back in WrestleMania too.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was great then. There was a lot of people bitching about the quality of it for WrestleMania. So I think they have put some work into it. Tough parking, getting in and out.
Oh, man.
And it is
in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Roll them up.
It is I think they had a vision that they wanted to connect downtown Orlando to Camping World. Yeah, no. But that is a decades-long venture that is going to take some time, because I think for WrestleMania, we're like, let's walk as far as we can walk and then we'll Uber the rest of the way. We got about halfway and we're like, okay, we want to live today, so we're gonna shut this down.
I've never been to the rougher parts of Tampa Bay, but I would put that part of Orlando, the Paramore, Crime Hills, etc., up against any city I've ever been.
I mean, I learned shortly after moving here, and I think the rest of the country too. You think Orlando, it's Disney. It's a tourist destination, and Orlando, at least for a long time, was in the top when it comes to murders. The murder mile in that Paramore area is crazy.
For reals.
That in the two sleeper murder cities, Orlando and Memphis. I think those are two that are always kind of near the top of the list.
And I had no idea Memphis was like that until I think they did the first 48 there, and they started talking about all the violent crime.
Yeah.
Houston, too, is real bad.
Yeah. New census data shows thousands of people are leaving Pinellas County, and this honestly stretches all the way into Tampa Bay, following a devastating stretch of back-to-back hurricanes, marking one of the largest population declines in the country. According to newly released figures, Pinellas County lost about 12,000 residents between 2024 and 2025, the second largest population drop nationwide, right behind Los Angeles. Obviously, a lot of that happening post-COVID. I wonder, specifically when you look at St. Pete, it felt like there was such a split decision to build so many houses, to build those high rises, those condos on the heels of COVID. You go, everybody's leaving New York, everybody's coming here. And you would think that they have the tests and the studies that are done to ensure that this is going to be long-term. I think this has probably got a lot of people freaked out, specifically when it comes to the high rises in downtown St. Pete. And are you going to be able to find people to live in them now that we know people are leaving more than coming?
Isn't that crazy? Because just a couple of years ago, there were no vacancies anywhere. You couldn't find a rental property or a property to buy, and now they need tenants.
Well, and that's the other. So this was the census. The other, I guess, accompaniment piece to that is the rental vacancies. The rental vacancies dropped in the last year in Tampa Bay proper as a whole, including Pinellas, Tampa. I think it even goes maybe down even into Sarasota. The rental openings have just gone through the roof, like you just said. So people are leaving. And I think for people that weren't diehard Floridians, I think the hurricanes were probably enough to scare people off. Then you just go to it just feeling crowded and you know, a lot of things at play. But hopefully that doesn't lead us to a bigger problem in the next few years.
I'll tell you what, you know where there's going to be a lot of people in St. Petersburg next week? Fergs for opening day of the Tampa Bay Rays with Diz and John.
Dude, no, I was gonna say something that wasn't true. Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, well, this is not true. I was gonna say the last opening day for the Trop, but that's a lie. We've probably got 2 or 3 more, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna take. But they're 80% there with the new stadium, according to the Tampa Bay Sports Authority.
It's so crazy to see because we've heard so much BS over the years. It's so crazy to see what it looks like when it's real, because you obviously have the governor involved like never before. I don't know if you saw the Yankees released a statement saying, you know, like who the hell cares what the Yankees think, honestly, about Tampa Bay, but because they have spring training here, how great it will be to have the Rays stadium over there. So it just looks and feels different. The heavy hitters are on board. I can't imagine what it's going to look like. We parked in that HCC lot for Zach Bryan, and I guess I didn't realize that's all just going to be gone, right?
Yeah.
Just all of that infrastructure and the school and everything over there is going to have to be demolished.
Correct.
Crazy. Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is headed your way in just a couple moments. Thank you very much, Diz. Appreciate you. Thank you, Drew. Shout out to our buddy Trey from Liquor Depot. That was a great chat. Look forward to giving you more details about that barrel pick and how we can help out some puppies and kitties in the near future. We'll be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Our buddy Mo DeWitt in the building. He also, I'm going to save it. He sent me a pretty detailed text about the laws regarding the trouble you can get into if you put somebody on the air and don't tell them they're on the air.
Yeah.
So we'll cover that and a bunch more with Mo tomorrow, but make sure you keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. Before we get out of here, we got to tell you about our dude. We're talking real estate. We're talking Jeff Borum.
Yeah, with all these vacancies, you might be thinking, oh, man, it's got to be a buyer's or a renter's market. I don't know. Is it? The guy who knows for sure is our friend, Jeff Borum.
You know, there are so many different reasons in the Tampa Bay area right now that you need that touch of a man who knows the area. The touch of a man. There's nothing wrong with that. The touch of a man who knows the area. Jeff Borum, born and raised. When it comes to the hot zips, you want to make sure you're not in a sleeper flood zone. You want to make sure that your kids are going to have the best school district. You have got to go with Team Borum. If you're in the market for real estate, whether you're buying or selling, make the call today to Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty.
Jeff will give you options. Buy your home, sell your home, rent. Have I said too much?
No, I'm sorry. I was shutting it down. Sorry.
We trust this dude, and so can you. I know the guy real well, and all he wants to do is sell homes. BORHAM. Google it right now, and you could be packing tonight.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right, we're leaving.
I would turn me off too.
Have a great evening. Happy April Fool's Day, I guess, if that's a thing you say.
Mo Preem, Tupac's brother, joins us at 4:30 this afternoon.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it. All right. Keep it locked.
Try to cut the wires, but you're way too late. She said, time comes.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. You know what's awesome? Food and wine. The Busch Gardens Food, Wine, and Garden Festival is back now through May 10th. Enjoy a relaxing day filled with beautiful gardens, delicious flavors, and more than 65 tastes to sip and savor. Plus, live music is included with park admission. Check out the most wild mix of live music. You got country music starring Dylan Scott, and then you got Warren G. From Taking Back Sunday to Flo Rida. Not all at one time, because that would be crazy. It's the perfect blend of food, fun, and your favorite music. Want in? Enter now at theboneonline.com. Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, where every weekend feels like a getaway. Only from 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
275 South in Pinellas, we have an incident ramp from Gandy Boulevard. Looks like right lane blockage here. A little stop and go, not quite to the Gateway Expressway. Northbound traffic is actually delayed more, but no incident there. 19 north at Sunset Point Road, still that crash. Up in Newport Richey, US 19 north wreck north of 54. Going to back you up to Moog Road. This is Eric with traffic.
Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow, Saturday, June 13th at Raymond James Stadium with special guests Lainey Wilson and Alan Stone. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and Beanbag Share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Yeah, I was going to lawnmower.
For a limited time, skip the airport and get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Spring break, rule number 1. Don't be boring. Rule number 2, see rule number 1. Before the party starts, hit Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenter. We've got the stuff that turns a good night into a story you can't tell everyone. Fast, easy, no judgment. This spring break, upgrade your plans. Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenter. Your secret is safe with us.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com.